3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 199 of Ruse Radio. We are back at it again with a very special guest with Oscar sitting on his lap.
It's a good boy.
Introduce yourself, sir.
I am Will Cunnington.
Will Cunnington. You have things that you do in the world, and if someone was being introduced to you and they know nothing about the things you do in the world, what would you say to those people?
I would say, a lot of people just introduce me as a comedian to their friends. That's a pretty big one, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comedian, producer, yes?
Comedian, producer, corporate man, silly goose.
Corporate man?
Yeah, I work like 8 to 5 every day.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What is that? What do you... I don't even know about
like
that.
the best way to put it's like assistant account management.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a real job. You have a real life.
Yes.
It always blows my mind. People have real lives, you know.
Real life,
yeah.
Real girlfriend, real, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you talk to them and you're like, whoa, you got all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
Outside of that other thing.
Yeah.
But I know you from your comedy and also your open mic. I know a lot about TBD.
TBD.
Yes. And tell the people about that.
TBD Open Mic is a free weekly show. Depending on who I'm talking to, I'll either call it a show if I want real people to come or an open mic for comedians. But it happens every Tuesday in the back room at Monsignor Murphys. It's a nice private room. The windows all open up. It's really pretty. And we get some of the best comedians in Chicago coming out every week, either doing old material, trying to tighten it up, or brand new concepts that they're figuring out with you. And it's a really fun time.
Where is Monsignor Murphys? Like what
it
neighborhood?
Is Lakeview East. It is on Broadway and Wellington, across from the Marianos, and about 3 blocks south of the world-famous Laugh Factory, Chicago.
Nice. And you do have a lot of comics that come out, right? Like the list gets capped all the time, yeah?
Has not been less than capped, I think, for like a year.
Whoa.
Like since, I think by like week 3 or 4, we were pretty much capping out.
Really? Ever since is cap out. And also the birthday party. You had a birthday party.
The birthday party,
recently?
thank you. That was so fun. I didn't plan anything, but my girlfriend's very thoughtful, and she messaged Nick Mecca and Tommy Saxton, and she had them set up streamers and like a happy birthday thing, and then she baked a cake and brought it out. So very sweet, very thoughtful.
Yeah. That's fun. I think what's always cool about a show or an open mic or producing anything in general, it's what it's all really about is that you're bringing people together and you're creating like an actual community of people.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's what's actually cool is that you have the opportunity to make something that wasn't there and then it's there. And so like a birthday party is a fun way to actually, it's funny because I just did my show, The Cash Bash, and at the very end, Tim was like, oh, we got to close this out with something. We got to do something. Yeah. And then I think it was his idea to do everybody want to sing happy birthday at a Cash Bash. And so he sang, because that was the beginning of Cash Bash, his very first day 0 birthday. So now, a year from now, I can do it again. Birthdays are fun for events. I think everybody should make events have birthdays and celebrate them and have cake. Should be like every single one. And we should have Cash Bash birthday, roast battle, Chicago birthday. Where's the roast battle birthday party?
Oh yeah, that would be super fun.
It'd be awesome. A giant cake. Giant cake
huge
for roast
cake.
Battle.
Huge cake. Because that's
Does Professor Pizza make cakes? Do they?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That'd be dope as hell, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so birthday parties are awesome. Just parties in general. Everybody likes a party.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't want to go to a party?
Not me.
No?
Oh no, who doesn't? So
the person who doesn't is not you.
I don't not want to go to a party.
Double negative.
Yeah.
He who doesn't and does not want to is one who does. Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But I mean, yeah, man. Like for real, I just like. How many people do you think are in that net of who you have going to that mic that you've created? Like going to the TBD mic, how many people show up regularly? Comedians that you know?
Oh yeah, we get We just start earlier now, but we start at 8:15 now, and we get 37 comics every week.
Wow. Yeah, regularly. And then people show up, or do people? Is it a lot of reserves through Instagram and all that? You know, that kind of thing.
I do a maximum of 5 a week.
Through Instagram.
Yeah, through Instagram.
Okay. And then everybody else has to show up.
Yeah. People get there early just because of the Laugh Factory sign up being around the same time.
Oh, and they're waiting.
Mm-hmm, I'll show up at because the sign-up's at 8, I'll show up sometimes 6:50, and there's already people there.
So that's probably part of the location. Because if you go to Laugh Factory and you sign up, and then you're waiting to see if you actually go up at Laugh Factory, you're going to go to this other mic.
Yep. Yeah, it was very intentional about picking the spot.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't attribute the mic success to much of my own skill or personality. The proximity to the Laugh Factory kickstarted the whole thing.
Because for people that don't know, Laugh Factory is not like a mic where you go there, you sign up, and then you stay at the mic. Laugh Factory is like you go to Laugh Factory, you sign up, and then you just wait to see if you're actually going to be on the mic, because it's a different type of mic.
Yeah, pull it out of a bucket.
It's completely different than just going to a mic and hanging out with a bunch of people. And you're like, what, 3 blocks down the street?
Yeah, just literally like a 5-minute walk. So it helped so much to get everything started.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. That makes so much more sense when I think of it now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have nothing to do with...
Since 3 weeks in? How?
Yeah, because we're right there. We're right there. Yeah, that's the only... I think that was a huge reason for it.
But also, that doesn't discount what you put into it. Because you also have to foster a good environment to get people to want to stay. It has to be fun. Yeah, it has to be both of those things. Yeah. Because if it wasn't a good mic, people would just show up and be like, "Oh, we can just go somewhere else." Yeah. So it's both. But damn, that is very convenient.
Extremely.
I mean, wow, and it's
extremely
right around
convenient.
the same time, which is the
It's right after.
Which is all intentional.
It's right after. So right when you sign up there, I think they pull names at 7:30. Come right back down and then sign up for mine at 8.
Yeah.
Super intentional. Because I remember going to the Laugh Factory mic and I didn't get pulled. Obviously, this was right when I moved to Chicago, and I was like, oh well, fuck, what do I do now? I think I drove all the way up here. I went to the Glenwood open mic. And I was like, oh, because a couple people said they were going there. And I drove 30 minutes to go to a different mic. I'm like, well, there should be a couple around here.
Yeah. And I don't...
There's Harrigan's too. Harrigan's is pretty close too.
And that's on Tuesdays?
Also on Tuesdays around the same time, yeah. We're the nice little triangle of mics you can hit on a Tuesday.
I think there's a few, actually. I think there's a couple. It's Harrigan's.
Annoyance.
Yes, Annoyance is on Tuesdays too.
Yeah, open stage.
I didn't even know about that until Mike Mazzella lured me into it. I had no idea what I was walking into.
Yeah.
He just said oh, come freestyle rap with me.
Yeah. You can do that.
I'm like, all right, yeah. Whatever.
Hell yeah. That's so cool. It's really cool.
I had no idea, because it is a different kind of mic. If you were just used to the other mics and you go into that one, oh, wait a minute, what is this?
Because the improv stuff is huge over there. It's an improv theater.
Yeah. Which I think freestyle might actually even work better somewhere like that.
Because they'll really want to listen into the wordplay and the callbacks that you do. They probably appreciate a lot more than just comics half paying attention.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, because they already are ready for musical comedy and stuff too. They're primed for that kind of thing. Oh, okay. See, I wasn't really. Yeah, because it's a unique. Also, the way that Mike was doing it, he asked the audience for. This is the thing is. He was supposed to ask for 5 words, but he asked for 5 words. I think it's because he's thinking improv brain. Yeah. So he asked for 5 words in certain categories. And in my mind, it's no. Just ask them for 5 words, and they'll give you the most random words they could give you. Yeah. But if you ask them, give me a plant, now give me a living organism, now give me a place. Yeah. It's I think he's thinking improv brain, because that's what you would do if you were creating a scene.
Yeah. Yes.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't. Maybe I just need to tell him exactly that, because I didn't know how to lay that out to him. But that's what he did. And it was on stage. So I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we're just doing that then.
Yeah. Did they? Were they into it? Were they? Pretty into it?
Of course. Yeah. But I feel again, it's more fun if the words are as random as possible.
Yeah.
You want if. I think because Harry Mack, if you've ever seen him, I think at a certain, have you seen him or no?
Harry Mack?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, he's a pretty popular freestyle rapper. So he does a bunch of freestyle rap, and he's done a bunch of stuff with, I think he's done Adam Ray's show now, like with the Dr. Phil thing that he does. He was on Rick Glassman's podcast a couple times. Yeah. So at least he's done a few things with comedians, but he's gotten much more popular over the years through his Omegle bars thing, where he'll go on Omegle and he'll ask people for 3 words, and then he'll do a whole freestyle out of all those 3 words. And he'll make a whole song out of it. And so that's his whole thing. And he's just gotten better and better and better at freestyling over time. But what was I going to say about him? Oh, wow. I think I lost my train of thought just bringing up Harry Mack.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Harry Mack and freestyle rap. Yeah. Harry Mack. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, God. What was I going to say about Harry Mack, guys? Comment below what Ruse was going to say.
No idea. No idea. I'm right here and I don't even know.
I mean, I think what's interesting about it, at the very least, whatever I was going to say, with what he does, it's interesting because he's even broken it down. It's like if you're doing a freestyle rap out of 3 words that people... Oh, yeah, that's what it... Thank God I keep talking. So what it was he has to say over time, you can't do animals, don't do food, don't do this. Because if you just tell people, say 3 words, they'll end up saying... always an animal, always a color, always a food. They'll always go to a certain category. Yeah. And so you have to coach them a little bit so they're not as repetitive and they don't do easy words. So that's like another thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, the other thing that he does is if you're making a whole rap out of 3 words, this is something that I think would be really hard to do in real time. And that's what I think is impressive is like you have 3 words in your brain. You don't have them written down anywhere. They're in your brain. And the 3 words are whatever the words people gave you. Like just give me any one word.
Yeah.
You give me
thesaurus.
Thesaurus, that's a good one. So thesaurus is the word. So you want to think of a bunch of synonyms or similar words to thesaurus. So that way, as you're rapping, you have all these words in your brain, and then you can build a whole rap out of the word thesaurus. Okay. So like thesaurus is the start, right?
Yeah.
So thesaurus is the word, and then... Yo, when I'm rapping, how the fuck could you ignore this? I got so many words in my brain, I'm the thesaurus. I mean, check it out. It's so absurd. I got a million when I'm talking about the words. I'm talking about the nouns. I'm talking about the descriptions. I'm talking about how I'm profound with my depictions. I'm talking about every time I rip with rage, I'm checking everything down when you ripping the page. I'm like, I'm getting them. I said, I'm getting them. I said, I got different words like it's a synonym. The whole thing is you're setting up words the whole time. And the hard part is doing it in real time and always trying to think of the next word. Like that's, to me, I'm surprised I even just did that.
That was pretty damn good.
Hard.
That was really good just off the rip like that.
It's so hard to get right because like you have to keep... If you want to stay on track and not just rap about, this, and this, and not be repetitive and just rap about whatever, you want to keep thinking of words that are like the word they gave you. And then one thing he'll always do, Harry Mack at least, is he would look at your shirt and he'd be like, yo, I'm hard and now they scared of this. Yo, we big and fat and large like Garbage Pail Kids.
Nice.
Like just say something about what they're wearing. And then everybody goes, ah!
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
It's like a magic trick, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It really, like, seeing it live, I remember, because I met you at James's show a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Followed each other on Instagram. I've seen like videos of you doing your thing, but then at the show, at the roast battle, you did callbacks to people's jokes, callbacks to who was in the show. And I was like, oh, this is like really impressive.
Because in my mind, like, I think that if you're a rapper and you're in that position, I'm already set up to fail. So I have to do everything to justify me being there. So by mentioning all those things, it's like, oh, okay, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't that and I was just rapping about whatever, I'd be like, oh, what is going on here? Why do they have a rapper? What the fuck?
Hell, dude?
Like, even in those moments before I start talking, every time, I know everyone's thinking,
you can just see it.
No.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, they don't want that.
No.
And that's the best part, is like, it's an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah.
And when they asked me to do it, I had already done Power Hour a couple times. And what I did at Power Hour was I would write down everything that everybody said. And then that's the thing. I just showed you the Harry Mack thing, right?
Yeah, that's your list of words.
It's all, what's that?
That's like your list of words.
Exactly.
Yeah, you build a little world around it. And
exactly. And if the hard part is like remembering the context of each thing and trying to actually make it make sense, because sometimes I'll just end up saying something stupid, like, but they'll still know kind of what I mean. Like, it's just funny, because one thing I've noticed, even doing it at comedy shows, at open mics, anywhere, is if you have a list of things that everybody has already said, you'll be amazed the amount of things people actually remember. Like, every single time you say something that somebody already said, they're like,
you gotta watch like the light bulb go off. Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. So the hard part, if I could ever get it right, is to not look at the piece of paper and actually have that shit in my brain. I just don't even understand like how you could memorize fucking 30 things that just happened. That, to me, I don't know. It's a Jedi mind trick. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do it, but we'll see.
That is wild.
But anyway, I did that at Power Hour, and that was the thing. And everybody, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then Courtney went from Power Hour to Roast Battle, and it was her idea, I want to say. And then she introduced it to everybody else, and so Courtney comes up with that. She introduces it to everybody, and then boom. Then you have that. And also, it was introduced as just freestyle, but then they said just freestyle, but also diss the comics. And I'm thinking like, oh, so I'm gonna have to like be funny, but also make fun of everyone, and also freestyle. Yeah. So the resolution is, I pick the beat, and then I write like the first half where I'm just roasting everybody. Yeah. And they only give you the lineup like 3 days before, so I have to write that like 3 days before, and just roast everybody with 1-2 lines each, and then do the freestyle at the end to pull it all together, because the people just watch me roast everybody, and then now I'm freestyling. So now you just watch me do that, which makes sense because you just saw everybody else, and now you're watching me do something that I could only do in the context of what you just saw. Like, it would only make sense if I was sitting back there and I was taking notes.
Yeah. Is that what, are you just in the back? Like, you're not even laughing or enjoying the jokes. You're like, write that down, write that down.
Well, I just have to, like, I have to wait for the ones that I know are going to stick out enough in people's minds. Like, I remember Nick Emeka's singed hair. That was one that people were going to remember.
Oh my God. That was first joke. If you weren't there, you really met. It was Evelyn, who's hilarious, and then Nick, who does look like a caveman. And everyone just starts with, Nick invented fire, which is the setup of the joke. That's not even the punchline. And the whole place erupted. And then she goes, and immediately singed off his hair. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
And that's, so I hear that joke. I may or may not laugh, and then I write down the words.
Yeah. That's so cool. That's so
to me,
cool.
it's the funniest thing, dude. Like, the whole thing justifies itself, and that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, it works at a comedy show. It's the only reason I think it would make sense for me to be going around at comedy shows and doing this. Like, if you were just a rapper, that it wouldn't really work. Like, even when I get booked at a comedy show, any regular show, they don't even ask me to do it, but I'll write a rap like themed around the show to perform at the very beginning, just because that's always a nice touch in my mind. Just like a 30-second thing. It'd be like if a comedian wrote like a 30 seconds, a minute of material for every show. Like, it's the same thing.
That's tough.
And in my mind, that's cool. Like, it's like, you
really
would
cool.
see what that is if you saw it. It's cool. And then also what I realized, you can post that before the show and just do like a show promotion rap.
Yeah.
So yeah, really dude.
Cool.
But I mean, how about you? What are you doing in the comedy world? Tell the people, man.
I just did Zanies this week.
What?
For the first time, which was really cool. Was incredibly nervous. Did you still get nervous before you do anything?
Yes. I always think I'm gonna, like, I have imposter syndrome. I always think this is when they're gonna realize I actually suck. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna realize I shouldn't be here at all.
Like, these people are crazy for letting you do this.
Yes. Yes. So I knew about a month in advance that I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
how 7 minutes? 9 minutes?
I did 9 minutes.
And it was on their Super Six.
Super Six showcase. Yeah. And it was really fun, but I was so nervous leading up to it.
Ooh, can you pop that door? Margot, see, I told him before we started recording, Margot is a drama queen. She's like, oh, he's talking about himself. Let's make this about me.
Okay, how can I make this about me?
But anyway, you were nervous.
Extremely nervous. And then the second the second you start doing the thing, you feel totally fine.
Yeah,
like
right.
You feel so comfortable, especially at Zanies because it's really bright, so you can't really even see everybody.
Yeah, it is like that up there.
Yeah,
even if you're trying.
Even if you want to see people, so that
it's like Red Room. Red Room's like that
Red
too.
Rooms are any really good stage. You can't see anybody really except for like the first 2 rows.
Yeah.
So that helped a lot, and it was so fun. Felt really good. They gave me I messaged them for like the clip because I was like, oh, that's a good set. I want to post. Like, I want to clip up the whole set. They sent me my set the next day.
Oh, wow.
I asked them and I got it within 2 hours. So
wow.
super professional, super well run. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's really fast.
Yeah.
That's really fast.
Really fast.
The same day?
Incredibly. Yeah. Well, I asked the next day, obviously, because it was super late. And then literally within 2 hours, I had my clip emailed to me.
The only thing I would say I wish comedy clubs did is they would send it with a separate audio track for the laughter.
Yeah.
Because you know that they're recording that into like some shotgun mic or something like that. And I don't know. I just don't trust anyone to mix a video properly.
Yeah.
Anybody at all. And now everybody's got apps on their phones where literally all you have to do
is just drag it.
Yeah.
Just drag it, line up the start.
Yeah. That's it. I don't even think you have to line it up. If they sent both of the files, it would just be the same thing. And I know they have both the files. Shout out all comedy clubs who are even sending clips. But please, dear God, because you know that would just be so awesome. You know what you'd see though if they did that is all the comics would turn up the laughs so loud.
So loud.
Have you seen? You don't watch WWE. You don't watch wrestling, no?
No, I'm wearing a wrestling shirt, but I do not watch wrestling.
Oh, so what they've been doing lately is they turn up the volume so loud for like certain people, like the heels that are trying to make it look like they're getting booed, like Logan Paul. It'll be like Logan Paul versus John Cena.
Yeah,
it's Logan Paul out there, and he's the bad guy, and you can't even hear Logan Paul talk because it's boo. Yeah, but it's like, are they really booing that loud?
Probably for Logan Paul, yeah.
Dude,
probably for Logan Paul.
They pipe in sounds through the arena, like literally through the speakers. They pipe in like boos. So,
really?
But that makes the people in the arena actually boo.
Yeah.
So it works both ways.
Oh, that's insane.
Oh, dude. And then also they turn up the volume.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Like if you watched it, you're just like, this is kind of obnoxious. Like I can't even hear the guy. There's no way they're booing that fucking
They're
loud.
Overpowering the guy with a microphone on his face. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe for Logan Paul, but anybody else.
Well, there's another guy who gets so many boos. It was before Logan Paul. This was the guy I would have brought up as an example. He's Rey Mysterio's son, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now for some reason. Dominic Mysterio?
I have no idea.
I feel like Dominic Mysterio is wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong. But anyway, yeah, Dominic, that's his name. And he is like a great bad guy. And he does seem like a guy that would get booed like that. But at the same time, I don't buy into this propaganda. Yeah. I think you're trying to trick me, WWE, with your fake comments and your fake videos and your fake audience.
Your fake wrestling.
Your fake everything. But I like wrestling, and that's why it makes me mad. Is like they do so much shit to make me mad.
Yeah. They're good. They're rage baiting you.
They're rage baiting me.
Because you'll click and watch, but I can't fucking believe this shit.
Recently, they just made a thing on Netflix where it's like they're giving away all the secrets. They're just telling you, this is how we turn John Cena into a heel. This is the backstage, everything. We're telling you how everything's fake.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Why?
That's sad, because it used to be a debate if wrestling was real or not, and then they're just coming out and being like, here's how we fake it, here's how we did it.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. I'm just going to try not to go into a whole nother...
Okay, cool.
I could just go on about that one, but everything you're saying is right.
Yeah.
It makes me sad, because it's like... that's a complete opposite of what wrestling's supposed to be in my mind. It's like, what are you doing?
It's like the suspension of disbelief, you know? It's like... let it be real to me for like an hour.
Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's the point. It's like watching a movie. If I'm sitting there and I can believe these two guys don't like each other, especially in the world now where you're doing so much to make people believe that, because we all like it's beyond just people reading, because it used to be called dirt sheets back in like the 2000s, 2005, where you'd look on these websites and you'd see like the spoilers for Raw and SmackDown if they're filmed beforehand.
Okay.
And it would be like people spoiling what they're going to do next, and dirt sheets would be like, oh, this is what they're going to do in 2 weeks. This is what they're doing. Oh, they're going to fire this guy. Yeah. This is how you learn all the insider information. That's what it used to be. And now it's way past that. Now, like, these people do podcasts and you know everything about them. Fucking Undertaker has a podcast.
Why the fuck are you serious?
Yes. See, it started with Stone Cold. He did his like back in like 2012. It was way back then when Stone Cold started his.
That's cool.
But still, dude, it's like everybody now. And so I don't even know. I don't know how to feel about any of it, because it's like there is an argument to make that in the world we have now, you can't just say that wrestling is not fake, and you have to kind of give it all away. Yeah. But I'm still thinking like, no, like
it's entertainment.
Part of me still wants to think that this is like real. Yeah. What's the point of this? If I watch these guys discussing how they did the match I watched fucking 6 months ago. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Like, that's literally what they're doing in the thing. They're saying how John Cena turns heel at Elimination Chamber. It's CM Punk. CM Punk's from Chicago. He's like legendary. Dude, CM Punk's the fucking best. But anyway, CM Punk's saying, this is what we're going to do. And he's saying his like cinematic idea of, I'm going to do this, and then you're going to fall this way, and you're going to see what happens because you fall this way, and I'm going to be over there, and then this happens, and then this happens. So you see it all go down because of the way you fall. And it all makes sense storyline wise, but the problem is you're not supposed to know how they came up with that. Yeah. It's like watching people write a script for a movie. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Did you watch a lot of wrestling as like a kid? Is it really nostalgic for you?
I think I started watching it when I was like in middle school, because my friend had a WrestleMania 23 DVD. I want to say that's what it was. And it was just a fun thing to watch. Yeah. It's just a fun thing to watch.
It does seem fun.
It's like, it's suspension of disbelief. And I think there's something. Have you ever heard, you know Rick Rubin at all?
Yeah, the music producer.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. He's done a bunch of like podcasts and interviews, and he's like talked about wrestling I think a few times now. He's expanded on it. At one point it was just like he'd said one thing, and then a bunch of people asked about it like a year later. And the whole thing is like that wrestling's closer to reality than other sports. And I think that's really true, because I think there's something about suspension of disbelief and storytelling and knowing that something is fake, but still believing it because you just believe it. It's like watching a movie and getting emotional. It's like everything is a ruse. Yeah. Don't you see? And so I think that is a really fun concept. I really do enjoy that, you know, because it is kind of how everything works. Everything really is just kind of you buying into something just enough to go along with it. That's really how it all works.
And like the emotions are so real, and like the storylines, like this could happen at any trailer park. Yeah. Like this is very believable. It's very believable.
Yeah.
I just think I'm too old to get into wrestling now. My dad was like super against. He just thought wrestling was so stupid, and he's like, oh, everyone who likes this is poor and stupid. Dad, we're kind of poor and stupid though. We should watch this. This seems
demographic.
Like, it seems like this is right up our alley. Like we're eating Little Caesars talking about this. Like we're poor. We're stupid. Just let us watch the wrestling.
Your dad's not very self-aware.
He's a good guy. He's not gonna watch this, but yeah, he's a little. He's an interesting guy. He's a very interesting guy.
Shout out your dad.
Shout out my dad. Love you, Dad. It was so interesting about. Like he just wanted to think that we were like classy and like sophisticated, but like we just weren't. Like we just point blank weren't. And like the wrestling's probably the biggest indication of that.
Yeah, wrestling is an American pastime, but I don't know. I think they got it cool in Japan too. I mean, you're never too old to get into wrestling. I'll tell you that. I can send you some clips. Okay. I'll try to give you some good stuff to check out. Okay. I mean, it's just like, in my mind, again, I'm thinking suspension of disbelief. So there's this thing called AEW. Would not recommend that. Not a big fan of that. That's like a whole other wrestling corporation that exists
Amateur
since
wrestling?
like 20. No, they're like they're on TV, they're on everything. Okay. But the thing is, they're more about like, let's do triple flips into a bunch of flaming tables
like
and
acrobatic.
Like almost kill ourselves on TV. Yeah. Like they're trying to go crazy, buck wild. Where it's like, I think wrestling's more about good storytelling and like having a good believable thing that's fun to watch rather than like almost dying.
Yeah. Yeah, because we get enough of that. You open up Twitter, you watch people die or almost die every 5 seconds.
You're saying it for me, brother. Because it's just like, dude, do I really need that? No, that's not what wrestling's all about.
Because why is he doing a triple backflip into a table? Why? You have to compel me to watch it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's like these fucking. It's the same thing. Like Oscar's got the nibbles. I think he just went up north. I think he got bit by mosquitoes. That's what I think happened.
It's not like fleas or anything. So I've been cuddling with him the whole time.
No, it's no fleas.
Sweet boy.
I really do think that he got bit by mosquitoes because I watch him do it and then I look like, oh no, like I'm thinking that he has got like a little, like just a little bump, like cancer or a tick or something, and then it's always nothing. So I think it's a little mosquito bite. Poor guy.
Sweet boy.
Poor boy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a dog and getting bit by mosquitoes? Because that's what I was thinking. Like if it's mosquito bites, he couldn't even tell me. It's just like oh.
Yeah, you just nibbling. At least it's in a spot he can get too.
I know, right? Yeah, you're right.
Like on the back of his neck.
Yeah, you're so right.
Drive me crazy.
He would be doing all these crazy motions. Yeah. That's such a good point.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Very lucky boy that he got bit where he did.
Oh, yeah. That's a great point. You know, you ever get bit by anything like a spider, a big like bite, a big scary bite? I've never had any scary bites. I
don't remember when this was or what the bugs were, but I got fucking pelted. I had like 9 or 10, like real, like it was probably ants or like a mosquito, just the itchy ones. I had like 9 or 10, like all along the back of my calves. Or I like stumbled into grass that I was allergic to. But I just distinctly remember being on the playground and being like, what is happening?
9
and like
or 10.
I pulled my sock down and it was just like braille, just like all up and down. It was really, really uncomfortable.
Braille?
Yeah.
Hell nah. Like just a bunch of bumps and lumps.
Yep.
Just going down.
Just a bunch of bumps and lumps, brother. It was brutal.
No.
It was brutal.
No. On your leg? Oh, that just sounds so uncomfortable.
It was easy to scratch though. Just one like top of your foot.
Just be doing
They all healed horribly because I was just
constantly
just itching the scratch.
Yeah. And you don't know what it was? You probably stumbled through something.
Probably something because because that much, like you don't think the bugs like wanted to bite me in different places.
Where were you before?
Arizona.
Just running around in the grass?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably it. Yeah.
Or just like bit by something. I was allergic to a bunch of stuff too. I don't even.
And that's what I'm saying. If you were a dog,
yeah,
what would you do?
You're fucked.
Just running through grass. That's your whole life.
Yeah.
You just run through some bad grass once.
Yeah.
What the
Tick.
fuck is this? You
know? Can dogs get Lyme disease?
I think dogs can get most things.
Yeah.
I think they just get it. Like Oscar, I will say this. He was up north once, and I did find a tick on him after he was back for like a week, and I was amazed. And like my mom suggested, no, maybe it was just on him when he was going for a walk. So this time I was diligent. I checked all over him.
That's good,
dude. I can't even. Again, he can't speak English.
No, he can't.
So I just can't even imagine. It was like on his back. Ooh. So I just wonder what he was even dealing with. Yeah. I'm sleeping next to this guy every night.
Yeah.
This motherfucking little vampire bloodsucker's right there.
That's crazy.
That tick was probably on the podcast at one point. God damn, dude. Ticks are crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you had a tick on, I've never had a tick on me before.
Me either. I don't even know what it looks like.
That was the first time. I wouldn't be able to
identify.
You couldn't identify me. Neither. Yeah. That was literally the first time because I was petting him and I was like, "Oh, this is a big pimple."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Wait a minute," and I had to like pluck it off. And then I was like, "Oh!" Like once I realized what it was and I realized what I had to do, I didn't even think about it. I just plucked it off.
Yeah.
And then I squished it and it squirted. So it was big. It was like I don't know, for those watching on video, it was about maybe as big as my. Probably half the size of my eyeball.
Oh.
Maybe. Like, it was pretty big.
Oh, that's tough.
And that was alarming to me. I'd never even encountered a tick. And I know that was a tick. That was a tick.
Yeah. Were you like a big outdoors person as a kid, or just the up north thing is more recent?
Up north thing is more recent, but the thing is, like, the cabin I inherited from my dad, but the cabin is not properly insulated. It's not like a recently built cabin. It's not properly insulated from mice and from bugs and all these spiders.
Yeah. Okay.
So you just kind of have to accept that.
Yeah.
And so there's that, but also you got the grass outside that you might find. Of course, it's like outdoor grass.
Yeah, that's where they
north.
live.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
where the bugs live.
The bugs.
You're
that's
in
where
their
they are.
home.
Yeah,
they'll be surprised.
You can't kill them out there because that's their house. Yes. Yeah. So exactly. So there's that. That's probably the more likely scenario. I will say, while I was up north, I was inside on my phone for a moment, just scrolling, and then I'm sitting on the couch, and then I'm sitting on the other couch, and then I go outside and I let Oscar out, and then I swear to you, I felt like a funny feeling on the inside of my shirt, and I lifted up my shirt, and there was a bug on the inside of my shirt. I did not give any time to figure out what the bug was. It could have been like a centipede-like bug. It could have been a spider. But I just went, and then I just didn't even.
Oh, that's so,
dude. And that was. Like, my mom had been there the other night, but this was the night she was going to go home and she was going to come back the next morning. So I knew that was where I was sleeping, is where that bug had just crawled on me. And also, for the record, for those listening, if you've been here this long, I was on 3.5 grams of mushrooms when this happened.
Oh, that would pull me out. That would immediately pull me out of like the fun vibe of the trip.
Bro.
Did it ruin it for you?
I just had to accept my scenario. I had to be like, this is where I am.
They're just here. They're here. I have a pure soul. They're not gonna hurt me.
I mean, I left the door open, and when I realized the next morning, because my mom said there's more bugs in here than before, so I realized the bugs could fly under the door, so I didn't help myself in that. I should have closed the big door, because I had the light on inside, and that big door was open, so bugs were actively flying in while I was in there. But I will also say, now that I said that the mushroom thing, I also think I like attracted chaos to myself somehow. I truly think this, because I take the mushrooms, right, and then I do like a couple stretches. I think I go outside. I'm going to do something. I think I set up the projector because I was going to watch a movie. I ended up watching Jurassic Park. Fantastic movie. And so anyway, I was getting all that ready because I knew that I had to have that ready for later. And so I get all that ready. I do all this. It's about like 9 p.m. And then I go inside, and that's when I'm like really starting to feel it, right? So when I'm really starting to feel it, I'm on my phone, and I'm not really paying as much attention. And it's funny because, like, I swear to you, if people have tripped around dogs before, Oscar or my cat, they'll always act funny. And Oscar was staring at me like this, like he was acting crazy, like he knew something was up, right? Because he's him and I are psychologically synced together, yes. So he's looking at me crazy, and that was part of the whole thing. Like, he's looking at me crazy, and now that I told you that I was also in this state, there was a point where he was looking at me crazy, and I was on my phone, and I remember, like, I look up and I look behind me, and I swear I saw a bug go up the wall, but I don't know that I saw a bug go up the wall because of that, because I know I'm by myself and I could have just been seeing things.
Yeah.
But also, shortly thereafter, there was a bug on me. So what if Oscar was staring at me crazy and he's watching a bug slowly crawl towards me and
just get closer and closer.
And there's 2 bugs, and the other bug got away. Because I swear I thought I turned around and saw a bug like go around the corner. Bro, so that was all like a nightmare, because again, this is like on the come up, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but you know what, you just gotta accept where you are in life. That's the lesson.
That's true. That's
There's
fair.
nowhere I can go. This is what it is. Also, what happened to me, I remember I was shining a flashlight in the backyard, and I thought I saw like animal eyeballs staring back. I'm pretty sure I did. And then I thought I saw them go away, and so I was like, okay, the animal probably went away. Maybe it was just a deer. And then I slowly walked back with Oscar, and then I thought I saw them again. And I was like, nope. And then I just stayed around the cabin for the rest of the night. That's good. Because I was thinking, man, what if an animal was stalking me and it was waiting for me to be alone, and now it knows I'm alone and it's going to come get me?
Yeah. Not a great trip, I'm guessing?
No, it was all great. It all went fantastic. Jurassic Park was fucking awesome.
That's cool.
It was a good trip. Good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there were bugs on me. I think that animal was stalking me. It knew I was alone. I'm like, this sounds like a bad train of thought to go into a trip with.
You gotta, again, that was just like a good, like, 40 minutes, hour. I got over that. Okay. It was just the fact that the bug was like, and also when I was watching Jurassic Park, at a certain point, a bat just like randomly like
That's
flew.
Pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. I was like, ah! I literally made that sound. Yeah.
Little
shriek. It was a bat, dude.
Yeah. Bats are cool, dude. I think bats are pretty cool.
Bats are cool, but you don't want to be like up close to one at night.
No.
They're a cool thing to look at.
Yeah. Like pictures a picture of a bat is
Have you ever
really
like?
cool.
I remember one time at the neighbor's house at my mom's, there was a bat in their garage. Mm-hmm. Like they had a bat in a cage in their garage during the daytime.
In a cage.
They're like, we got a bat. And I think it was only for like a day or so. It wasn't
Oh,
like
that's fun.
Like a pet. It was like they just captured a bat for
That's
a day
weird.
Because I think I even remember the bat flying out of the garage, like that being a scene, right?
Oh my god.
But yeah, you just go in there and it's like there's a bat inside of the cage.
Dude, in college, so I went to college in West Michigan, and there's a lot of like older houses in Holland. I don't know if you know Holland, near Grand Rapids. Yeah. So I lived in Holland during college, and a lot of the houses are very old. They all have basements that get neglected. So you will find bats. You will find bats. In our living room, we had like fake vines, like across like the little thing that comes down. We had fake vines, and then we had fake grapes, like fake grapes that hang. So they're hanging everywhere, and then someone goes, there was a bat hanging next to one of the grapes, and someone goes, "Is that a fucking bat?" Bruh. And everyone, I don't smoke, but everyone was incredibly stoned, and everyone just turns, looks at the same time, and freaks the fuck out.
Dude, that would scare the shit out of me.
It was really scary. But the thing was, the bat didn't react to us being there because everyone had been smoking in there for so long that I think the bat was kind of high.
Because the bat was probably hanging out with you guys.
We literally just put a bucket up to it, and it just kind of tapped in, just went in the bucket, and we put it outside, and it didn't fly away.
What?
But it was alive. I think it was just an incredibly stoned.
You hotboxed a bat?
I personally didn't contribute, but the bat did not freak out at all, and it was just there. It was just hanging out.
That's wild. Yeah. And it flew away. You went outside and it just flew away.
It didn't fly. It was there for a while. It was just sitting in the bucket.
You came out later.
Eventually, it wasn't there anymore. But it was a really chill bat.
That bat was probably high as fuck.
I think so. I actually do think so. Everyone was just. I was lived in like kind of like the stoner house, so like everyone would just come in and like smoke on our couch, and
there was just a bat in the corner.
There was just a bat.
How long do you think you guys were sitting there?
That's the thing. It could have been like an hour and a half that the bat was just hanging out there.
Dude.
Because we heard it. We probably would have seen it come in.
Exactly.
Right? So it was probably there for a very long time. And it just blended in because we had the fake grapes hanging.
That's probably why it was there.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, this is a nice spot. There's already all this shit hanging. It's
yes. Perfect. It was unbelievable, and I'll off camera I'll show you the video that we have.
There's a video.
Well, I played. Well, we made sure we got it, but then like in the bucket I was playing like Vamp Anthem or something fucking stupid.
Dude, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's like a Pixar It Didn't Happen thing, and you have a whole video.
Yeah, I do have a video somewhere.
You actually have proof.
And I think I have the picture too. I'll try and I'll pull it up after, and we can.
That's like something you should like wait for a special whenever you film your special, like if you do a multimedia type thing, you could incorporate the proof.
I could.
That's such a wild story
really
that no
weird.
one would ever believe.
Yeah.
But if you somehow incorporate the video,
it was just hanging out. Like it was just hanging.
No one would
out.
ever believe you said you got bat high. Like, but if
it was. Well, it had to, because it was awake. Its eyes were open. It was breathing, but it wasn't really moving at all.
I mean, it couldn't have been hurt. Like, it didn't look hurt.
Yeah,
no.
It was fine. It was hanging.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's so crazy.
It's really funny.
Just a bat.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine like hanging out with somebody, like one of your friends, and just looking up and being like, dude, is that a bat over there?
It was insane.
That's insane.
It was crazy. I'm really glad you reminded me. I completely forgot about that story.
That scared me.
Yeah.
It would scare me, but also I'd be very intrigued. What scares me is like the idea of the bat flying around, like because it's like a spider. Like if you see a giant spider, I just don't want the spider to start moving and running and doing all these crazy movements.
Yeah,
spiders are fast.
Are they?
They're
pretty fast.
If you see like a giant spider and then it gets scared, like you're doing the bucket thing, you gotta go.
You gotta go quick.
Fast. Yeah, because like it's just like. It's gone.
I don't do
It jumps
well.
down. It's on the ceiling. It jumps down at you.
They're jumpers because they're good hunters. They're little springy guys.
I remember reading once that there's a spider that has it's like a horse. Like you can hear it.
Yeah.
Like it's that heavy. It lives in some rainforest. It's the heaviest spider. I want to say it's like 10 pounds.
Oh, fuck that.
It's got big hooves.
No, thank you.
Hoof-like legs.
No, thank you.
No, dude. You know, like I feel like that would be a good horror movie to bring back. Giant bugs, giant
bugs,
spiders.
People aren't doing big bugs anymore.
They're not. And we have like, let's do practical effects mostly. Let's not do all this dumb CGI bullshit. But because I think even like back in the day when they did Big Bugs, that's what they got wrong. I want to say like there's 2005 movies. It's like Sharknado type of thing, but a little bit better. I think they did do a big spider movie. I can't remember what it's called. But they did do big spiders. They know they did. Big mosquitoes, though.
Big mosquitoes. Big praying mantis. Those things are terrifying.
They rip your head off.
Yeah.
They fuck you and then they rip your head off.
Yeah.
Because big praying mantises would fuck you. That's the thing,
They
right?
would.
Oh my
And
god!
you would fuck
They'd be
a
the
praying
scariest
mantis.
bug.
And you would fuck a praying mantis.
You'd be the people have this
big
odd allure.
eyes.
You
They got
kind of
those
like them
big
back.
eyes. Yeah.
I actually, when I was younger, I had a praying mantis that I put in a cage, but I fed it. I did all those
That's
things.
good. Wait, a cage?
Well, in like a little cage because I wanted to keep it. It was my
Could
pet.
it? But don't literally thin like bars and stuff. Right? 'Cause you could just.
Yeah, I think it stayed. Now that I think about it, it must have just stayed.
Okay.
That's a great point.
A cage. It could
Probably
probably
could have just gotten out.
could have just walked right through.
Great point.
Yeah.
It just hung around.
Like a box, maybe.
That's so funny because one time it disappeared and I figured it just got murdered. Like one of the females came around again, had sex with it, and ripped its head off because that's what they do.
Not a bad
For
way to
those
go
kids
out.
that don't know. That's
Not a
praying
bad
mantis.
way to go out, honestly.
That's just what happens when you're a praying
Yeah.
mantis. You have sex the first time and die.
That's great. Well, that's nice that most of them don't die a virgin, at least.
None of them, pretty much. Well,
Yeah.
that's right. Most of them. That's a good point. Some of them die in the wild.
Yeah.
Just out there.
No.
They get stepped on quite a bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember I had
Sorry.
I had him like my praying mantis on my shirt because they can do that. They can hang.
Yeah.
And I'd be like on my little skateboard and I would be like riding it with him on there. My little man. I can't remember his name, but he would be there. And he was cool. Remember, I think one time he fell off. I don't want to say I ran him over, but I think it was close. It was one of those things like, he falls off you and then you see him down in front of the skateboard wheels. I don't think I murdered my praying mantis.
That's good.
Though.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a good pet to have when you're a kid.
Pet.
Capture a praying mantis.
Did you have any other pets besides obviously
turtle?
These two? You had a turtle?
My dog tried to kill it, so you had to get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't have a turtle when your dog tries to murder it. That's why I don't think I can have a fish now because of Margot.
Yeah.
No fish because Margot would get jealous and probably kill it while I'm gone.
Yeah.
I just imagine her diving into the water.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Fucking yeah.
Just being so jealous every time I feed it, just staring at that fucking thing. Like me leaving for a few days and just coming back to a bloodbath, water everywhere.
Yeah. that happened. Not the same two animals, but we had a lot of weird pets when I was growing up. And we had a bird. We had like a cockatoo or something.
That's an awesome pet.
It's a really cool pet. And we also had ferrets.
I had ferrets too.
Stinky long rats. And
Okay, so if you've never had a ferret before, they smell so
horrible.
bad.
There's such a specific smell too. Like,
yes.
That's
it's you can't wash it out. There's nothing.
there's nothing
you
you can do. Like I've met. If you meet
my
someone,
ferret was named Steve. What was your ferret's name?
Steve. I think one was Stella.
Oh.
I don't remember the other one. Stella. No, Simon was the bird.
All S names. That's crazy.
Yes. I can't remember. I'll have to ask my mom. But the ferrets ate our bird. Is what I'm trying to get at. We went to Disneyland.
I did not know that was where
that was coming. Yeah. So we went to Disneyland. I think we had a house sitter too, because there's no way, because someone had to feed the animals, right? Well, no one fed the ferrets, but we left and we come back and this is like a memory that has been blocked out. Like I remember coming home, I remember seeing blood and feathers, and then I remember my mom crying, and then the next thing I remember is like a month later.
Dude,
it was insane. They ate our bird.
A month goes by.
They ate our bird.
That's horrible.
Yeah, like we found the head. I remember the head. They didn't eat the head. It was really bad.
Oh my god!
My
a ferret.
Yeah, a ferret. Two ferrets ate our bird.
I just don't. Two ferrets. See, I just don't imagine ferrets being hunting animals.
No,
like hunters.
They're weasels.
Yeah,
they're literally weasels, and they escaped. They somehow got out of their cage, and then they somehow got into the bird cage and ate the fucking bird.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that was an expensive fucking bird too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Birds are. How expensive do birds get? Like
Dude,
thousands.
A cockatoo. We'd have to look it up, but it was like a beautiful white cockatoo.
Oh, I don't think my phone's over. Do you have your phone right on you?
Talk
about cockatoos for 10 seconds. Talk about cockatoos for 10. You can do it.
So the cockatoo was really loud and really annoying. And in our answering machine, you can hear it because it never shut the hell up. It squawked the entire time, But you can hear my mom on the phone. You've reached the Cunningston share. It was. I'm kind of glad that they ate the bird. It was annoying. But
they're like that all the time.
All the time. And we were really bad pet owners because it's like what me, my brother, and my sister were all. No one's older than 11. My mom is the most ADHD person in the world. She's like, hey, I fucking wanted to get a bird. We just went out and got a bird. That kind of vibe.
Oh, that's how I am.
Yeah.
So that's how my pets have usually came about.
Yeah.
Oh, I should do this. And then you just have it.
And we just we would feed, like the bird would drink Sprite. Like it was just, it wasn't good. Like we shouldn't have had all those animals.
How long did you have the bird for?
Like maybe 2 years, 3 years.
That's another thing I'm going to look up. So they are worth $3,000 to $7,000.
God damn.
Typically. And then with some rare types exceeding 10,000.
Oh my!
And let's look up the lifespan while we're at it, because 40 to 60 years. Because I know birds always live a long.
Yeah.
So 40 to 60 years, and you're paying that much money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and your bird just got eaten by some.
And my
fucking
ferrets are
weasels.
what, $6?
Right, right. And like again, I'm just trying to imagine the bird freaking the fuck out, like that horror scene of the bird seeing the ferrets coming. Because these ferrets, it's fucking ferrets, dude. Like, dude, they must have been moving like snakes. Yeah,
they're little
like
wiggly,
slithering through there,
so wiggly,
with like their gnashing teeth coming at that bird. The bird's like, what the fuck, what the fuck?
Yeah,
they probably was like flying at the top of the cage, and they're fucking snaking their way up the cage, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
imagine if you had like a camera.
I've never thought about the final moments.
You never thought about that? That's dude, like the first thing I would think about.
Yeah, I was 9 and devastated. I haven't thought of,
man.
I try to think about this.
I don't know why. That's the first. Like, I had a dog that got put down. She was a pit bull, and she had killed puppies and kittens. So, like that was like the end of her life. She was a pit bull who started to murder kittens and puppies. Yeah. And so in my mind, I just remember imagining those murder scenes. Like, oh my God, that's the dog I know and love killing these animals.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm thinking is, how the fuck does a ferret kill a fucking
That's
bird?
what I'm saying. It's unbelievable.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around
and
it.
It's not, and like we were bad. Like I said, we were bad penners. It's not like we clipped the bird's wings. Like it probably could have flown. It probably could have flown away. We did not like.
It must have been. Well, yeah. I just have to imagine the bird was fucking flying everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even because it's two ferrets. They were fucking doing some like covert operation, going I'll be on one side of the cage, you'll be on the other.
Yeah,
dude, I can't even. Dude, fucking two ferrets working together to hunt a bird is nuts.
That is wild.
And they had food. That's the other thing I imagine. It was not like a matter of them.
Yeah, it wasn't life or death. I think they just wanted to.
Yeah.
I think it was for sport.
They probably were waiting for their moment ever since the day they got
That's
there.
what I'm
They're
saying.
watching
like,
that
the
bird.
second we bring in the bird, like...
Oh, the bird came after them.
I don't remember.
That's a good question, because maybe they were jealous. That does play a role if animals come later.
Yeah.
I think animals always get jealous.
Yeah.
A lot of them do, at least. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Oscar would get jealous. I know if I brought a new cat in, Margot would be different for weeks.
Yeah.
I've done it. Like, she changes.
Yeah. Did you have Oscar first and then Margot?
But he's like right before her. So he's like a year before her.
Okay.
He's 9 and she's 8.
Yeah.
So they're right around the same time.
Did you get them both when they were puppies? Or
Oscar was a puppy and she was a kitten, yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh, yeah. They grew up together. Margot's a little kitty that I got from the puppy store, and Oscar's mother lives with my mom.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah. His mother's still around. He sees her every time he goes and visits.
Oh, that's
nice. They both love to bark at squirrels and go, woo.
That's really sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Oscar.
Oscar's such a good boy.
He's a really sweet boy. He was barking at me a little bit when I came in, and then Margot dipped out. So it was just, and then you had to go get Margot, who just ran out of the door. So it was just me and Oscar.
She'd be tripping sometimes, but you know, I'm surprised she's not tripping. Oscar's not tripping either.
Yeah, he's a sweet boy.
You know, it's a good sign for you. Like I'm telling you, you should feel good that Oscar is. We'll see how long he lasts. It's been 53 minutes.
Yeah.
I think the longest he's ever went is like 2.5, 3 hours with Manny Petty, and I was very impressed with Manny Petty.
Yeah,
it's a thing to tame Oscar. It truly is. Truly, like Oscar is just a rambunctious man. He gets carried away, and so if you know what, but he was just up north, as we said. He's got the itchy scratchies because he might have these little mosquito bites. Poor little guy. He ran through the grass. You know, he loves it up north. It's so cute watching a dog in the wild. They just Oh, they're like, oh my God. It's like where they belong.
Because the city's probably kind of tough for a dog. Are there a lot of like parks that you can take him to around here?
Around here, yeah.
Yeah, that's
because it just depends where you're at.
Park, yeah.
Rogers Park.
That makes sense.
I've doxed myself a couple times now.
Have you? Oh, my fault. Am I not supposed to?
I was thinking, is that okay? And then I thought, yeah, I've done that like 10 times.
Okay, cool. It's a big neighborhood too.
It is. And yeah, it really is. But there's I was trying to find somewhere like that where it's like enough grass and all that stuff. If you're downtown, it's just kind of
there's
a little bit.
There's like huskies and high rises, and those owners should be shot in the back of the head.
I mean, I get it if you like moved here and you just wanted to bring your dog with you, or something like that, and like, you know what, your dog's gonna adapt probably no matter what. It's really about taking care of your dog and like actually taking your dog out 3-4 times a day. If it's a big dog, if you're really gonna do that, then you got to commit to that, because that's really what it's about. Are you gonna really do that? Are you really gonna walk your dog 3-4 times a day? Because even a big dog compared to Oscar, like he's little. His diet's a lot smaller. Like a husky is crazy. Yeah. In a high rise.
Yes.
Yo. But you know what? I mean, power to you. I mean, especially if you got a condo too. If you got a condo, I mean, okay, that's different. Like you live there. It's just your life.
Yes.
But if you're, again, like, and if you're traveling, if you're just here for like a couple months, I get it. I don't know. I have mixed feelings, because like I've had big dogs, and I get it if you're like emotionally attached to the dog. Yeah. It's just really like it's such a commitment.
But just live in like a walk up or something.
That's like, why I have the apartment I have. I was talking about that. Yeah. It's literally why I chose this.
You open 2 doors and you're there.
Yes. It makes such a difference for walking your dog.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, imagine taking an elevator, going down 20 flights, 30 flights of stairs to walk your dog every time. Yeah. I literally can't imagine that. I can't imagine it. I just can't, you know.
It sounds awful.
Actually I would not want to do it.
Yeah.
But the idea of being in a high rise would be cool. Imagine this podcast, but it's like a window where you can see
the skyline.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. So but I don't even know if that is worth it to have to walk down 30 flights of stairs.
Just don't bring a big dog.
I know. It's either Oscar or the cool background for the podcast.
Yeah. You can just put some shit over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. And I think I'll just keep Oscar. I think that's what I'm going to do. It is fun, like, to think about, though, living in a high rise.
It would be cool.
I would like to. Yeah. I would like to, but I don't like the idea of a storm comes and I feel like my apartment doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like, during the Air and Water show, like, glass doors of like these like nice luxury buildings were shattering. They were shattering.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
I heard about that. That someone told me, and I thought maybe they were exaggerating, but that it was like a couple. It was one high rise, or
I think a couple.
That's nuts. Yeah. Like it was sonic boom or something.
Yeah, like it broke the windows. Like people's things are shaking. Like my buddy lived in a high rise when he was here, and like just during one of the severe weather events, like the wind was really heavy. It was literally swaying. He's like, I can feel. He was only what 17 stories up, and he's like,
I think that's normal. I think they're supposed to be.
They're supposed to, but I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
I live on the 5th floor of a 5-story building.
That's nothing.
It's great.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Because if you're on anything more than probably 15, 20,
it's got to sway.
Yeah, it sways, and it's literally that's part of the architecture.
Yeah.
And the question of building is, how do I get this tall enough to where it can sway with the wind and not be a hazard?
Yeah.
You have to start thinking about that.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so shout out all my architects out there building buildings.
The engineers, the architects.
One in Chicago, one that's really fun is the wavy one with the holes in it. Because that one literally has holes to let the wind blow through it. So that way it sways less. It's I know it's somewhere near downtown. Like it's before you hit the river, like right past like the loop and all this, I want to say.
Is it like fully glass?
Yeah, I think so. There's 3 of them. It's like 1, 2, 3, and it's the tallest one that has the hole in it.
Yeah. It's I think that's in Lakeshore East, I want to say.
I think you're right.
And it's right. It's pretty close to Millennium Park.
Yes.
I work right next to that building.
Yes.
So I have a view of that.
But that's a fun one. Because it actually has a hole in it.
Yeah.
Most buildings don't have holes in them.
That's not. I've never noticed the hole.
Oh, it's
I'm
a
probably
big
thinking
hole.
of a different building.
I mean, you never been on one of those boat architecture tours, not even once?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, because you would always hear that at least one time.
Yeah, I've got a friend coming in to visit at the end of the month, and I'll probably take it because it's a good excuse. Because because I've been here for 3 years, so it's a touristy thing to do if you live here. But I want it now.
No, what you should do. because I can't remember what's the good one, but I would look online at the reviews and figure out which one's the good one where they actually have good, because it's about the person that's hosting it and how much they actually know. Because I remember when I did it years ago, it was before I even moved here, so it was like they're telling me all this information, but I don't know all these buildings. I haven't seen them that much. Now I've seen them fucking 50 times. Yeah. I've seen them 100 times. I've passed these buildings over and over and over, so I might as well.
And it's cool to know.
Yeah. This one was built in the 40s. This one was built... Like, I know that church-looking one with the big time...
The Wrigley building?
Maybe? It's got the clock on it?
Yeah, I think that's the Wrigley building.
Oh,
or the water
name
tower.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think they both have clocks.
I think
it's
so.
Next to Wrigley building's next to Trump Tower.
Yes. Wrigley building is the one. But that one is like really cool. And that one they've never really even changed. And it was built with Roman architecture or something like that. And that's, I think... I won't even want to date it because I'd probably be wrong. But I want to say like the 30s. Yeah. It's old. I know it's an older one. Out of all of them, it's older. When it's just cool to know, because Chicago is really one of those cities where the architecture actually is thoughtful. It's a cool place to actually learn about it. Yeah. That's one of the things that attracted me to here is that there's actually, I think it's artful. I think it's a naturally artful city in the sense that like, if you have a city where the architecture is like that and everything's built in like to lean into that direction, then it would make someone understand that on an inherent level, like that, like it's just speaking for itself. It's cool that it's cool that the skyline's like the way it is. Chicago really does have one of the best skylines. Beautiful. And every time they add to it, it's very specific. You can't just add to the skyline. Yeah. So you moved from Michigan as well?
Yeah, I went to school in Michigan. I grew up a little bit in Michigan, like ages 0 to 5. Got some family roots out there. My mom actually grew up near Chicago. She was like south side suburbs, and then her family's in Indiana now.
Nice.
But I grew up in Arizona, where there's no real culture. The skyline's okay, but everything's newer. It's a really new city. It's a great grid. Like driving there makes a lot of sense. Nice grid system. Freeways all make sense. But you can't build... The reason their skyline's like just okay is because they have an ordinance on how high you can build a skyscraper because of the mountain view. Because it's in the valley, so it's surrounded by beautiful mountains, beautiful hiking trails. But like you can't build like a really nice skyline because it would block the views of the mountains.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably how a lot of those mountain cities are. Because you'll always see photos, like far away from the city, pointing at it.
Yeah.
Of the skyline. And if you had giant buildings,
it would be weird.
Like a Burj Khalifa in there.
It would be really kind of ruin it. Yeah.
You can't even do it. I think it was New York. They want to build the gigantic skyscrapers in now.
Probably, yeah.
I really hope we can get back. 9/11 was forever ago. Can we get back to building super giant buildings?
Yeah, that would be great.
Like the Burj Khalifa is the last one, I think. Where's all the super giant buildings?
We're building?
I really think 9/11 fucked up.
It did.
All the giant buildings.
I think so.
From that forward. It's like, we can't do that no more.
Who says? Why not?
Just build one.
Why not?
I mean, I think I saw some YouTube video where they were explaining like, oh, these are all the things that they were planning, but it just never happens. It's like this thing that they keep planning and then it never goes down.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be another like Burj Khalifa, another like random Middle Eastern country that just builds something giant in the middle of the desert. It's gonna be huge.
Gonna be cool.
Just gonna stick out like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
because that's not like it's in the middle of nowhere, obviously, but. Really, it just looks funny if you look at it from far away.
What the fuck?
The only giant thing is like a needle.
Yeah.
If you put it in New York, it's different. It's like you have all these tall buildings and then this one.
I don't even think I've seen a picture of the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, really? Yeah. You ever never seen Mission Impossible 4? I think it's Mission Impossible 5.
No, dude, they gotta stop making those movies.
Oh, yeah. I think it's the last
like 17.
One. Yeah, well,
Give it up.
Jurassic Park just did that, where they was the last one and they did a new one. And I'm thinking they're gonna do the same thing with Mission Impossible. Yeah. I think they're gonna do the same thing.
Try a new movie. Just have an original idea. It's getting old.
Mission Impossible is more acceptable because it is kind of like an episodic series.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's based on a show, and the whole idea of the show is every time he's sent on a different mission, and the mission's always impossible.
But you think this isn't my joke, but you think by like the 17th time, they'd be like, this is mission difficult, or like mission improbable. But he's done it 16 other times.
Well, you just got to get Tom Cruise out of it. You got to have Tom Cruise get replaced by someone else. And I think the question is, it's just like James Bond. Like they just replaced James Bond, or at least that's what it looks like is going to happen.
Yeah, they're casting for it, I think.
Yeah, and if that's what it is, it's going to be a bold move no matter what you do. And so are people going to accept it or not? And that's the big question. And it's always like that. So I think that Mission Impossible is so tied to Tom Cruise. I hope what happens is if he really retires as an actor, Tom Cruise should just stay as a producer and a director, because he really is like good at making good movies.
Yeah.
He's just also crazy, like a lot of actors.
Fucking mind. He's huge, like the biggest Scientologist.
I love those clips of Tom Cruise talking about Scientology.
So
like there's only a few clips that have leaked over the years
really
of him
creepy.
Going deep, and they're the best.
It's really creepy.
Yeah.
It's really, really unsettling. Have you seen American Psycho?
Yeah.
Christian Bale. I can't remember who the other actor was.
Jared Leto. Right?
No, not the movie. Christian Bale. No, so Christian Bale based his like creepy, lifeless, emotionless character.
Oh, and Norman Bates. I think
it was. Well, he for like method acting, he would watch interviews of Tom Cruise.
Oh, no way.
That's what he said.
Right.
He said he would watch interviews of Tom Cruise and just look at like the lifeless, joyless eyes that Tom Cruise has.
So Norman Bates is a Tom Cruise impression. That makes sense. In ways, it's a Tom Cruise impression. Yeah. Because Tom Cruise, he's one of the most determined people ever. But he's also so crazy because of that.
There's no life, but there's just no life in his eyes. It's just like, I just need more. Like, he just needs... Because he has everything. I mean, he has everything he could ever want. And, like... He still is.
Well, I think now, especially, I don't know if it's like an angle, like a PR angle, but it does make sense. If you're someone like Tom Cruise and you do like the old Hollywood and the way movies used to be, if you really are the guy who's trying to like hold that up and maintain that, that would be a good way for him to swerve his career. That's why I think he should be a producer or a director if he's going to move out of filmmaking. Because he is like... Tonally, he's smart and he knows what makes a good movie. I think he makes, especially with like he did Top Gun recently.
Yeah, I've heard
I didn't
things.
like the last Mission Impossible that I just watched. The last one, I did not like it. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
On
it was the
Letterboxd?
worst one since the second one.
Yeah,
and the second one is terrible.
Okay,
but this one was the one before this one. I saw it in theaters. And I thought that one was great. There was a big train sequence that was great. There was a big motorcycle sequence that was in all the trailers.
That was pretty cool.
He literally jumped. He had a motorcycle and he drove it off the side of a cliff. He literally did that. That's pretty
cool.
crazy. Tom Cruise is a lunatic.
Oh, yeah, because he does all his own stunts, so he actually probably did that.
That's the idea with all the movies. And so that's the question. You're going to get someone else who's going to do all the stunts?
No one's going to do that.
Maybe. Is there someone like Tom Cruise out there? Is there a Tom Cruise?
There's millions of crazy people.
Also, if you haven't seen Mission Impossible movies, the third one has Philip Seymour Hoffman as the villain. That's very cool. Awesome. Okay. He's like one of the best actors ever.
Heard good things.
He's like fucking who's the other dude that's Daniel Day-Lewis? He's like Daniel Day-Lewis level actor. Like one of the best of all time. Okay. I don't know if you've seen any Daniel Day-Lewis movies. Oh my
I'm not very cultured for
what
movies.
Movies have you seen?
Dude, I just saw Good Will Hunting like 2 months ago.
Good movie.
Great movie.
I'm trying to... Dude, I'm not very cultured either. If you ask me like a bunch of famous movies, I probably haven't seen most of them. It makes me sad. Like, so that's why I should ask you what movies you have seen. Good Will Hunting, I watched a long time ago, but that's like a Robin Williams classic. If you like Good Will Hunting, you should also watch Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
So good.
Not seen it. I just love Robin Williams.
If you love Robin Williams and you like Good Will Hunting, because Robin Williams, what's so great about him is they just let him get away with doing so much improv. Yeah, he did so much improv on those movies. Yeah, like it was mostly just him doing Robin Williams.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Which is nuts.
That's so cool. The first Robin Williams movie I saw, and I don't think it's a super popular. I think it's obviously a Robin Williams movie, so it's well known. But it was World's Greatest Dad.
I've seen that too.
Super fucking
That movie
depressing.
is weird though.
Really depressing. Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies.
Very depressing.
I think.
So I don't think it's a spoiler because it's not that far into the movie, but his son dies, right? And his son dies through asphyxiation.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Yes, autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
While watching pornography.
Yep. It was a picture of the kids. I love the story because like the kid he was an asshole. The kid was a jerk. He was looking at a picture. He took an upskirt picture of his teacher who his dad was dating.
Yeah.
And that's what was on his computer when he died. And his dad, I'm just going to say the whole movie. You can skip through it.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, so if you want to watch this movie, you're worried about spoilers, skip like 3 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
There you go.
So son dies, autoerotic asphyxiation. Robin Williams obviously does not want this to be like his kid's legacy. So he set something up. He writes a fake suicide note, and his dad was a writing teacher. So he wrote a very eloquent suicide note. And people read it and they're like, oh my God, I didn't know he felt this way. Everyone's coming up with like these collective false memories of him, of like how much of a good person he was. And just like watching everybody turn and just like believe this false reality because they want to like tell a good story about someone
Robin
who
Williams
died.
feeds into that.
Feeds into it so hard. He goes on like he publishes the note gets published. He goes on like a tour and he's interviewing with like an Oprah type lady. And he's talking about how sweet his son was, and he's laughing. He's laughing in the interview because like he knows that it's not true, because it's just so unbelievably far from reality. And he's trying to mask it as tears.
Yeah. See, I saw that movie so long ago. I probably understand it a lot more now because it's kind of like probably ahead of its time in a way, because that's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, because
and I mean, especially with social media growing and more.
Whenever a lot of people in like my area died like pretty young.
Yeah,
it's like you could always see like the posts, and it's like everyone's just like they were such an angel, they were the sweetest person ever. And in a lot of cases it's true, but you can see people who like didn't really have a relationship with them like making these posts like they were best friends. So I think that's what really struck a chord with me.
Yeah. World's Greatest Dad is a very on the nose title
really,
too.
Yeah. Really unbelievably good movie though. I really like it.
It is kind of an underrated movie too.
Beautiful movie.
I wonder who the director is. You have any idea? You just watched it recently?
No, that one I've probably saw that like 4 or 5 years ago.
It's a very dark comedy.
Really
too.
dark.
It's not really a drama. It's kind of more of a dark comedy.
Yeah.
In this weird way.
It's in a really fucked up and weird way, but I just love it.
Yeah.
It's a really.
I think Robin Williams uses his dead son as a way to try to fuck this girl.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He does. Because he was like kind of on a date with her. He was like casually seeing them, and then like things get more serious after. Because he gets all this, I hate the word clout, but he gets a lot of clout from the book, and like he's good to like tours, and like it's a good selling book, and like he uses it to try and like advance the relationship that he barely had.
Oh, what a movie.
Really good movie. Unbelievable.
I mean, it is like, and truly, it's like a philosophical question. It's a fun thing to think about. I don't think there's another movie that explores that, you know, the exploitation of the death of somebody. Yeah, through something like that. Yeah, because, that's an interesting, Robin Williams is one of the guys for that. I mean, he did a few like drama movies, but not a whole lot, especially towards like the end of his life. You never seen Awakenings either, probably, but that's him and De Niro. That one was good. Because that one is like, he plays the doctor, and it's based on a true story, and it's about people who are autistic and like they're beyond, like they can't even communicate, but this doctor figures out a way to get their brain to communicate or something like this. Like I can't remember how the story goes exactly. And Robert De Niro is the guy that has the breakthroughs and
that's cool.
Slowly begins to communicate. So it's a fun movie.
It's really cool.
I mean, it's fucking De Niro, but also.
And he plays the autistic person that's like learning speech and like communication. That's crazy.
He plays a guy who can't talk, and he's just in a chair like this, and then all of a sudden he can start to talk, and all of a sudden he can start to move. As far as I remember, again, a movie I watched forever ago. I think in school. I think that was like a psych movie. You watch it in psychology because it's one of those things. It is. It is educational. Technically, that is a thing that actually happened. There was a doctor who figured
it's a true
out.
Story.
Yeah. I mean, all movies that are based on a true story. It's like
15.
Is it?
It's like I think if they say based, I think only 15% of it has to be true.
But that part is true. That there was a breakthrough, and there's people who they couldn't communicate, and then through brain scans and figuring out how these people's brains are malfunctioning, you can all of a sudden get them to have these moments of awakenings, like the title of the movie, and then that goes where that goes.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah, and that's Robin Williams too. Good Morning Vietnam's awesome because again, there's so much like obvious Robin Williams improv. I mean, fucking Aladdin. Most of that is
Aladdin's so good.
They made Genie off of the improv of Robin Williams. They animated around him improving those lines.
Before like the character concept, he was just like, let me just riff on something real quick.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He's
so cool. Literally Genie.
That's really cool. I really love Robin Williams.
That's why Will Smith stepping into that role is such like that's even different than the Joker. It's like, dude, you have to do justice to Genie.
Yeah,
this is one of the best animated movie roles probably ever.
Yeah,
like it's just so Robin Williams.
Really good.
He pulled that off so well.
Yeah,
and again, a movie I haven't seen in. I don't even think I've actually watched Aladdin all the way through.
Really, I just saw it not that long ago because I was with my little cousin.
I'm uncultured. I told you.
Me too.
I told you. What's another movie? You got another movie?
Another
for us?
Robin Williams movie where he voices a character. Did you ever watch Robots?
No, but that's one when I was growing up that came out. It was like 2006,
yeah, somewhere around there.
The blue robots.
Yeah. It starts off as like a funny movie, but it's kind of about like the critiques of capitalism. It literally turns into like the critiques of like mega corporations selling you on things that you're not enough to get you to buy things, like upgrades, and like they're purposely not making like the older stuff anymore. They're getting rid of like the older replacement parts for the robots so that they can make like the shiny new elite stuff. It literally reads like the Communist Manifesto. But it's like 15 minutes of like, fun robot jokes, and it's like the corporations are lying to you. They want to take all your money and like make you insecure. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, it's probably just like most sci-fi movies, like most robot movies, where the message is ultimately like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's just interesting because they did it in a kids movie with the actual robots just getting outdated.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you had like the fucking Elon Musk thing in your brain, and then they said, there's a new model. You just have to have the surgery to rip the other one out of your brain and put the new one in your brain.
Yeah.
But 30% of people just died doing the surgery, so there's that. Yeah, something like that happens.
I don't.
That's
that
like the new robot world.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is.
We haven't heard a lot of updates. I haven't heard an update on Neuralink in a very long time.
It was the one guy who could play video games with it.
Yeah, he was paralyzed, but he could play video games, which is cool. That's really cool.
But I think it slowly kept coming out of his brain. I think that was what it was. At least at first. I don't know if they fixed it, but that was a thing. Is slowly the connection wasn't as good, and like he didn't have the best response time.
Yeah.
I think that was how it went. Because he is an experiment, technically.
Yeah.
And what bothers me about Neuralink is, of course, they're going to say, it's for the people like him. It's for the people who have disabilities. We want to make people see. We want to make people be able to move. But no, that's not what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be something that maybe at first it's not affordable, and then it is affordable. But even when it is affordable, there's going to be people who are like, I'm not putting that thing in my brain. And then all the people with the thing in their brain are connected to the internet. That's crazy.
It's scary. It's really scary.
It's literally a horror movie.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. So I'm just I try to remind myself we're in the good period right now. Everything's still actually pretty good, because when that actually comes back around, like AI is still slowly getting better. So let's just we'll just look at that in fear and just let that be that. We're just slowly approaching the end. We're not there yet. Well, that's how I think about it. Like, everything's good now. You got to remember.
Right, everything's good right now.
I mean, when we have those glasses, and the glasses have the AI connected to the glass,
the augmented reality glasses.
Because they're saying that's going to be just like that's going to be how smartphones affected everything. We already have it, but it's going to be like how smartphones at first were expensive and only a couple people had them.
It becomes super affordable and everybody has one.
And maybe that's a rumor, and maybe they're just saying that.
Probably.
I don't know. Can you imagine if I just put glasses on right now and I had you were sitting there, but you looked way cooler?
Yeah.
You were in 4K for some reason.
Yeah.
And my dog wasn't my dog. It was a dragon.
Yeah.
And I was just seeing that.
It'd be really cool.
That'd be cool. And then I also was somehow able to get that through the camera and do that on the camera. Like, dude. That would be pretty cool.
Really cool.
Have a dragon on my podcast.
Yeah.
The only podcast with a dragon on it.
Only podcast with a dragon.
We're not that far away from that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. So that's what scares me. It's like, it's irresistible. It just makes me think, if I could just put glasses on and be inside of a fucking video game, I probably would want to do that all the time.
Oh yeah. My brother, he's obsessed with VR. Yeah. He has like the VR headset. He plays all of the games in there, and like it looks really clunky right now. because it's like a big thing. It's like a strap. But like, I mean, he's like in like old Call of Duty maps, like playing zombies.
That's
like,
so cool.
It's really cool.
And he's playing it with the controller and everything.
Yeah, it's like it's first person. It's virtual reality. It's like he's.
Is it
moving.
a modded game?
I don't know. I don't know how he does it. It's probably a mod. He's like he's a whiz with a whiz, but he's like really he's like a savant with that stuff. Like he's like, I got the headset, and now I'm like playing Call of Duty Zombies in like at SpongeBob's house, like in first person, and he's like walking around SpongeBob's house like shooting zombies.
Yo, you gotta let me know where you live, and I gotta play this for at least half an hour.
He's on the other side of the country, unfortunately.
Damn it!
And he gave it to me. He didn't tell me how to do anything in the game. He just
have it.
He has it.
Oh.
He wants me to get one so we can play together. Which I might actually indulge, because the more I talk about it, the more enticing it is.
That sounds so fun.
He just threw the headset at me. He's like, put it on, try it out. And like, but he didn't tell me how to do anything. So like, I can't even like pick up the gun. And it was very frustrating.
You need to know the controls.
Yeah, he didn't explain the controls at all.
And he's like, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, he's like, you got it. Like, I don't got it. Actually, I really don't.
I've never even used this controller before.
Yeah.
I'm used to an Xbox controller.
Yeah, it's like these like it was crazy, and like it was
the only thing that would be better than that, and they're even starting to have this now, is those little treadmills you can buy.
Yes. Yep. Oh yeah.
Because that is the authentic
He wants to
experience.
get one. He wants to get one so bad.
That's what I would want. Because now, not only am I playing the game and looking around, I'm controlling where I'm going. I'm walking. Yes. That is the full thing.
Yeah, they've got those in malls. Have you ever played on one?
No.
Oh, you can go to a mall and go do it.
It sounds so fun.
Yeah, I've done it. It's really fun.
And but what's so cool about what he's doing is if you have your own PC and you run it yourself, you can get modded versions of games. Like I think you can get GTA 5 like that. Yep. Obviously zombies, if that's what he's doing.
Skyrim.
Skyrim's the big one because Skyrim I think they got a long time ago. A lot of mods.
He's like, I can grab. Never mind. I'll tell you. But you could do a lot of stuff in there. You do a lot of stuff in the Skyrim mod POV.
Yeah, and it's funny because the company that makes Skyrim, Bethesda, they started integrating the mods on console, but of course they don't have all of the mods on console.
Definitely not whatever one my brother has in his VR.
I'll tell you that. There's the rated R ones, but there's also the ones that are just like Darth Vader and like just characters you literally couldn't have, which I think those are the best ones. These are the ones where it's like, oh, this is just ridiculous. I can't even believe. I remember back in the day when like the craziest mod was having naked people in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
If you remember that, when you could make everybody naked. That was like way back when World of Warcraft was popular, and there was a mod that you could download and everybody's naked. That was a thing.
Yeah, were you a big Warcraft person?
No, I just remember being a kid.
You just remember the mod? I remember the mod though.
I remember the mod though, for sure. I remember trying. You have 2 Girls 1 Cup?
Yeah. Are you like mid-20s, late 20s, early
27.
27, yeah, we're the same age. So like we had like just the early internet exposure where the parents had no fucking idea what was going on.
Well, it's so funny you say that, because the only reason I mentioned it is because I was going to say, I remember thinking at one point when I was 10, I should lure my dad into watching 2 Girls 1 Cup, and I never did that, and that would have been terrible.
It would have been horrible. Why would you do that?
Dad, watch this.
Oh, that's insane. But like our parents not know, like they had no idea what we were doing on the computer. Like no idea. Like 2 Girls 1 Cup, ISIS beheading, porn. Like you shouldn't be 9, and like you can look up boobies and then boom.
I actually think it's not even as easy to find that stuff now. Like 3 Guys 1 Hammer is one I remember. 1 Guy 1 Jar.
I've only heard about those.
You didn't see those ones?
Because they told me what it was. It was like, absolutely not.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, you want to watch this guy die?
Yeah.
You want to watch someone die? No.
Yeah. Well, ISIS beheading's not that different.
I only really heard about those too.
Oh, you didn't see that one either?
Yeah, I was like,
good for you.
I'm gonna make a conscious choice, like not to watch this.
What blows my mind is it's different because it's gone in the sense that it's kind of hard to find those websites, but you can see like war footage and children dying on Twitter.
Yeah. And it's news.
It's that news too. Yeah, it goes both directions.
It's insane. Yeah, it's not good.
I think it's kind of worse to have that stuff mixed in with everything else. You should be separate. It should be that website that I go to, that shock website.
Searching it. I'm seeking this out. That's why I don't really think that like Instagram Reels, I'm on there a lot. I post on there. I feed the algorithm. But like, just not having a conscious fucking choice in what the next thing you watch is so mind-boggling.
And that's why I have like, I heard someone say recently, and I don't even know if this is just a myth someone made up, some like study that's not even true. But there was that the dopamine is when you're scrolling, not the thing you see, but when you're scrolling, what you're anticipating the next thing. And I know that's true when like you're hungry and you're about to eat food. Like, oh, it's not the food that makes you feel the dopamine and feel good. It's the anticipation of the food about to be there. That's what's actually exciting and makes you feel good. Yeah. And so, and that's just that's proven. That's a thing. So I don't know, because you burn yourself out, and I catch myself doing that, and I know I should read more books. It's why I've been trying to watch more movies, because I've learned movies actually make me feel good in a good way. Like I don't feel like I just did something gross. Like if you just scroll on social media for 30 minutes, oh my god, it feels gross.
I have a limiter on all the apps. It'll stop me every 10 minutes. Do you give up? Like, do you want to watch? I'm like, no. And then I'll just like, thank God.
And it's always something stupid that gets you started. It's always like, I'm going to post something. I'm going to do this. And then you just, I
just scroll past my own video, and then I get like, I'm like, oh, this looks good. Yeah, okay, everything's where it needs to be. It's cut at the right parts, and then I won't even think about it. I'll flick up my own video that I just posted, and then I'll see another video, and then it's just nonstop. But like, that's what scares me most, is you're not typing into a search bar. You're not controlling. You're literally completely at will to an algorithm that thinks of what you like, but it can also, I mean, that changes like what sides of news stories that you see, if you see news stories at all.
My mom, when I'm hanging out with her, all she sees is parents who murder their children. Isn't that nice?
That's not. You should call her more.
My mom, she likes to watch those murder documentary things all the time. She's one of those murder porn, not like horror murder porn where it's gore and all that. She likes to watch like the shows like Dateline, where they're just talking about they're stretching out a story for 60 minutes about a guy who killed his wife and children and lied about it.
And
then we talk to the daughter, and she's just crying, I had no idea.
Yeah, they always say I had no idea.
We'll be back after these commercials. It's just like, I don't like listening to it, because it's like, dude, I know YouTube. You know YouTube. Yeah. You could make this story, you could tell me this story 15 minutes. Yeah. But you're stretching this into 60 minutes with commercials. It's
just bad.
Come on now.
Really
someone
annoying.
Literally died for this show.
Someone had to die for this to be made, and you're ruining it. You're butchering the story.
You could tell this story in 20 minutes, but instead it's like they misdirect you. Oh, we talked to this guy, and they make you think it was the brother. Oh no, it wasn't the brother. Then why'd you fucking make me think it was the brother? You didn't have to do that.
Build up just enough tension before the next episode to make you click the next one.
And that's just the beginning of it. This is 60 minutes. Imagine these fucking Netflix documentaries.
The worst.
Yeah, they literally made 2 of them that was making fun of that, where it was like somebody drew a bunch of dicks in a parking lot, and that was the documentary.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, I did see that. It's so funny, because it's taking that genre and flipping it, because that's how ridiculous it gets. It is. They take that one scenario and stretch it out for 8 episodes. Yeah,
and it's great. It's
great. Like the twist in episode 3 is he had a spray can in his locker.
It's unbelievable. I'm super sweaty. I took my Adderall, so I'm just gonna. That's why I wear black. I'm pitting out a little bit, probably. Just
ooh.
Yeah.
I wish I had a fan.
No,
I can
good.
Bring the fan in here.
It could be 2 degrees in here. I'd still be.
Are you a sweaty person?
Yeah. Well, because I got the ADHD medicine.
I sweat in my sleep.
Yeah.
I sweat in my sleep so bad.
I only sweat in my armpits. It's the only place I sweat. So like, if you've ever seen me do any clip that I post, like anytime I'm on stage, I'm always wearing like a dark color or like a sweatshirt or just something to wear if I pit it out, because I got pretty bad anxiety, and then also just sweaty boy, ADHD medicine. Like if I wore a gray shirt on stage, it would be like down to here. It would be like, it would reach my waist.
We gotta find a way to use that. We gotta find a way to use that.
I mean, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just like I bet even if hosting the open mic, which is such a low stakes situation, I would be covered in sweat.
I think what would be funny is like if you had like how long does it take for you to, if you threw the shirt on, how long does it take for you to sweat? If you just put it on
probably like 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah, I'm like an anxious person, ADHD medicine.
Okay. So if we have, because I was gonna say like a 10-minute set, but I mean 10 minutes is good. we should say 10 minutes. So say you have a 10-minute set at a show. You right before you go on stage, you throw the white shirt on, so you can literally see see the progression in 10 minutes. It starts white, and then they're just looking at you like, is this real?
Yeah, it'd be tough. It'd be like
is this special effects?
Yeah, I could take that down to the Annoyance. They would probably enjoy that because it's all the alternative stuff.
You'd have to find, it's a risky maneuver, but I'm telling you, if you have the confidence, I think you could pull it off most places.
I think so.
You have to sell it. It's about to sell.
It's like a charming anxiety. It's like a charming nervousness, I think.
What's funny about it to me is it's real. They're looking at you and they're like, is this real? And then they slowly realize that it is real.
Yeah. And there's a puddle.
You can't overdo it.
There's a puddle on the floor.
You can't overdo it. Maybe you should headline. Maybe if you're headlining, no one has to stand in the puddle after.
Yeah, my first headlining show, and I'm purposely...
You could even go with, like, that could be the theme, like, go with sweat, go all the way into the sweat. 30 minutes, I don't know, because if it's like a first headline, if you're taping it. If it's your first headlining show, you're not taping anything. I'm just telling you, dude, like, you got to go somewhere with the sweat thing. Because most people don't sweat like that. I don't think most people could make it.
Can you see it? Is it visible right now?
Not now,
okay,
but
perfect.
That's what I mean. If you were wearing a white tee and you
gray.
went on...
gray. I own 2 gray shirts, and they're for the gym.
Yeah,
where
right?
It's natural. But I show up. I show up sweaty.
You should see me when I run, dude.
Yeah.
I am leaking. It looks bad? Like I was running through the rain. Ooh. That's how I look when I run.
That's nuts.
I like that. I like that. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I accomplished something.
That's nice.
It's good that I'm sweating that much.
Hell yeah.
But when I'm sleeping, I don't like that I sweat.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, if I'm sleeping and I sweat that much, it's like, oh, I didn't have the fan directly on me and the heat. It was too hot in the room. And now I'm like, I will sweat like a... I don't know. Do you sweat a lot when you sleep?
No,
or is it
it's just
when you anxiety.
It's just anxiety, like social situations, or like if I'm doing something really intensely.
Your armpits are just working against you.
They are. I gotta shave. I usually shave the hair. That usually helps. Like my armpits are bald for a lot of the time.
Because then the sweat's not captured.
Yeah, it's not sitting there. And then like my shirt touches in. It's horrible. Yeah.
Wow. I don't like your problem. That problem would suck. I mean, I thought that sweating during my sleep sucks, but I feel like your problem sucks more sweating while you're awake.
Yeah.
I would rather sweat during my sleep and sweat when I run.
Yeah.
I sweat. Do you run at all?
I bike.
Do you sweat when you bike?
Yeah, of course.
Now, are you like a puddle?
It's not as bad. It's probably less because I'm not anxious to ride my bike.
Why do I sweat so much?
Because you're working out. Your body's... It's a cooling mechanism. Your heart rate gets up, body gets warm, then you sweat to cool yourself down.
Well, it's probably actually a sign of good, like something good.
Yeah, it means you're working.
Yeah.
You're working.
And it means that my body properly handles all that.
Yeah.
Because I don't even run out of breath. I just sweat like crazy.
That's good. That's really good.
I sweat a lot.
Yeah, now I'm really interested.
I get sore and I sweat. I do not run out of breath.
That's good. Well, that's great. Sounds like you're killing it.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like what I learned recently is my knee felt funny, and because I've been running farther and farther outside. I've always ran on the treadmill, and now I'm trying to run outside because I'm thinking if I'm ever gonna do like a marathon or something like that, I have to actually run outside.
Yeah.
It's not like a treadmill.
Yeah.
And my knee felt funny. Like I felt like a weird feeling in my knee I've never felt before. So I'm thinking, do I have to stretch more? My mom's a nurse, and she told me that she sees people show up sometimes that are runners. And they stretch, they do everything, but they messed up their legs from running. And so, I don't know. She scared me by telling me that, and I'm just not sure. My mom's the type of person, she would say that and then never run. It's like if you go to the dentist, and then the dentist says to you, oh, you don't brush your teeth 14 times a week, your teeth are going to fall out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, you're a fucking dentist. Of course you would say that.
Yeah, because you see that.
You
see it happen.
Of course you think that. But so I don't know. My knee felt funny. It's the moral of the story, and I hope that because I've been trying to run a lot, and then I see like the David Goggins of the world, if you know who that is.
Oh, of course, dude. Of course.
Yeah, these people who are like, just fucking go through it, fuck your leg up, just run till you bleed out your dick, and it's like, all right, well. Guess maybe that's what I gotta do.
There's like something to being just a psycho about things and like just doing it to get started. But no, if your leg's broken, you should stop running. That's
what I'm saying.
It's not controversial.
My leg feels funny and I don't want to break it, so
keep going.
David Goggins be like, who's
gonna carry the boat?
Who's gonna carry the boat? You're a pussy. You want to be fat forever.
Yeah, it's like, no, dude, relax. He needs, cool. Seems like a cool guy.
David Goggins is great because he's like, I can't do podcasts. I can't do them because people don't want to hear what I have to say. I'm not a good guy.
Yeah, he's a psycho. He's a fucking psycho. Fucking psycho.
I wrote a book and everybody likes my book, but I really don't even listen to those people. I run, they put a camera on me. I don't do none of that bullshit.
He's fucking
he's just fucking
shredded.
And he really, you can't say he's wrong because just look at the guy.
Look at him.
Just look at
him.
The problem with people like him is they're unfalsifiable. Like they're anomalies. Like I have a friend named Andrew, and he blows my mind. He's like one of these people. I can't believe the things he does, but I know he's one of one. Like he's a unique person.
Yeah,
it's like a rapper. It's like a great comedian. It's like someone who's great at anything.
Yeah,
they're so good. They're one of one, but they'll tell you if you ask them, how do you do it? They're like, oh, it's easy. I don't even have to try. It's like, yeah, because you're you.
Because it does it. Because you're just the person for it. It just works.
Some people are just really good at shit.
Yeah.
That's it. So I don't believe for a second.
Yeah. The running part is, I mean, his body's attainable. You know.
Yeah.
Getting shredded, but like the fact that he runs like hundreds of miles.
Well, he was saying, I mean, his infamous, I think Joe Rogan is really what propelled. It was after his book where he was already big, and then Joe Rogan interviews him and he gets even more famous.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. And Joe Rogan's asking him, so wait, you started running after you did no training, you did no leg workouts, nothing, and you did an ultra marathon 100 miles just because you wanted to do that, and you just jumped right into it. He's like, yeah, that's exactly what I did, Joe. And it's like, what the fuck? Who in the world would do that?
Do you think he's telling the truth?
Yeah, I think he's telling the truth because he's like a military brain type guy who really would put his body through literal hell.
That's true.
He literally would. He would go till he dies.
He was huge.
Yeah.
You see how big he used to be?
Yeah.
When he was he said he had like a plate full of cinnamon rolls and like a whole pack of bacon for breakfast. And it's like, what was going through his head during that? Because he's the same person.
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, that's so interesting, right? And you got to imagine that fatty's still in there. That's probably part of all of it.
Yeah, well, of course, it's part of it.
The fatty never goes away.
You can't just like bury parts of you. Like that's you, dude.
Yeah.
And, like I feel bad because he's anything but sympathetic to his past self.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Anything but trying to understand.
I think it's like a part of the mindset of those people. It's like you get super fit and you used to be big, and that's just
no empathy for who you used to be. No trying to understand. Well, why was I eating some? Do I maybe have something deeper going on, and I just replaced eating with working out, and I'm still weird, but I'm still like fucked up, but now I'm just smaller.
Yeah.
Like I just look better with my shirt off, but I'm still mentally weak or just fucked up in the head.
And there's a lot to be said for that. I think a lot of it boils down to addictive personalities and having to have a thing. And like that's why I think I'm so glad I found music because that's a thing that I've always had.
Same here, yeah.
Like thank God, because if you don't have a thing, I think everybody just goes a little crazy.
If you're like just obsessive freak, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. If you're just an obsessive freak, like I'm an obsessive freak about comedy. Like I love it. I've always loved it. It's really all I think about besides like my job and my girlfriend. It's really one of the few things I think about.
Yep.
And if I didn't have that, like I was really into working out for a while. Yeah. I've lost like 20 pounds of muscle since I started doing comedy. I was pretty beefy.
Is it one or the other?
Well, now it's like once, twice, 3 times a week, just depending on the weeks. Like I still go, but like I lost a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's harder. I think how I look at it is if you're gonna try to do a new thing, just start doing the new thing and then try to find a way to integrate that. Yeah. Like if you're trying to bring back the old thing, try to find a way to do them both at once. Yeah. And like, be thankful you don't have children or like anything else that's making you not be able to do these things. Because you might think you have no time, but just imagine having a child. Yeah. If you're like, imagine having 2, imagine having 3. Yeah. Like all these things. Yeah. So that's what I try to remind myself, like, because I try to do way too many things. Yeah. I already know I'm doing too many things all the time. I just force myself to do all of it. I think about that. Like when I'm running, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking, I heard CM Punk. Shout out CM Punk. I don't know if he was quoting something else, but I heard him say, impossible is just a thing you do. And I really like that quote. That's cool. That's a really good way. And like when I'm running and I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die, I try to think of something like that. And I think that's a good way to think about it. Because I think life is just a million barriers that aren't real. They just make in your brain. Yeah. And most of the time you can get farther than you're thinking you can get. And just something as simple as working out or exercising can remind you of that, because it's all the same thing. It's all pushing through that thing that you think you can't do.
Yeah.
And like comedies like that, I think, like going on stage and actually having a great set. It's like, oh my God, I did that thing.
There's nothing that feels better.
And you got that imposter syndrome. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to fuck this up.
Yeah.
And then you actually get it right. Oh my God.
It's so good.
So good.
Best. Yeah. It feels so good.
It's the best thing. I mean, I really think in my mind, though, that's always the best thing, is like being on stage and nailing it, or like knowing you're doing something real, like producing something, like I said before. Like to me, those are the two best things. Like actually affecting people in real time and knowing you're doing it.
It's really nice.
That's always the best.
Like
nothing compares.
The immediate feedback too.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, and comedy gives you that like nothing else.
Immediate.
Yeah, music, music people react in different ways. Even if they like it, they might not be like a crazy moving crowd. They might be a crowd that just kind of passively likes it. You never know what you're going to get. And with comedy, there is a sound that you will hear whether or not they like it. You'll know whether or not it's completely honest. Yeah. People can't lie to you. Like with music, people can lie to you more. They can be like, oh, good job. That was good. Yeah. In comedy, they really can't. No. There's no lie.
No, they can't. They really
won't laugh at your jokes.
Yeah, exactly. It sucks.
You just suck.
You're just bad today.
And I think that makes me grateful. You know, I'm afraid to I've been doing music for half my life. I've been doing music since 2012, I want to say late 2012, so about 13 years now. And 12 years, no, probably 2011 then, because about 13 years. And it's just crazy to think that, because it's starting comedy, I do not want to fail again. I do not want to fail so honestly on a stage, because that is what it is. It's going to be that no matter what. Even if you're a good comedian, you just have to learn to fail gracefully.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing new material, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Yeah, I mean, you're big, you're famous, you're a name that people know. Now you have to fail in front of your fans.
Yeah, and people
it's even
pay
worse
to see that too. Yeah. Like that's like when touring comedians, because like they're building everything, tightening everything for a special. So like if they're touring, you'll 80% of it went up at a special, but then like they're also trying to figure stuff out. Right. And people paid money to see that. And
that always blew my mind, because before I was really into the comedy world, I always thought, well, they just always go to open mics, right? Like everybody just always goes to open mics, because I was just naive. You just don't know things.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, wait, no, they just go to their shows and just do that.
Just like a smaller show.
Yeah. I mean, there's comedians who still have like crazy open mic like pace. Like I know Mark Normand, he'll always go on podcasts, say he did 3 shows in that night.
Yeah.
And then he's doing a podcast after. That's,
he's a
freak.
That's
nuts.
He's a freak. And he writes like insane too.
Yeah.
Writes a lot.
And so like, that's kind of the same thing. But I imagine most people don't do that. I imagine most people get to where they can just do 1 or 2 shows a night and chill out and not do a show every night, but just a couple shows a week. That's probably the dream. Yeah. You're probably a lunatic if you're just 3 shows a night, still doing 50 mics a month. Yeah. When you're famous.
That would be crazy.
But they're not mics now, they're shows.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, you make a lot of money. Yeah. But oh my God.
That'd be a lot. No, I really can't.
Oh my God. And comedy's kind of like, again, professional wrestling, in the sense that wrestlers don't have time off. They wrestle year round. It's not like sports where you get time off. Yeah, comedy's kind of like that too. Yeah. You just work all year.
Yeah. The summers are slower, I've heard. Yeah, I like just started getting paid.
I don't think if you're a big name.
Oh yeah,
like
if you're like a touring comic, headliner.
Yeah, if you're a headliner, club comic, I think that summer doesn't really slow down. But if you're like still somebody who's the first few years in,
just grinding.
Like I would say up to 5 years even. It's probably still like something to expect. Yeah. That, summer's gonna slow down.
Yeah.
I just have to imagine once you're a known name.
Oh yeah, like
then it's easier to get.
For sure. Oh yeah, they never have to stop.
Exactly.
But like producing too, like because you're competing with going outside.
Yeah.
Like people can either go to the beach because it's only nice for about 3 months when you go to the beach.
Yep.
So you're competing with outside.
Yep.
But whereas like winter, you're competing with like bowling. Like people are gonna make the choice to go see comedy over bowling sometimes. But
and the mics are the same. It's not even just again, that's why your mics positioning is so perfect because the Laugh Factory doesn't die down during summer because it's Laugh Factory.
Yeah, it's the fucking Laugh Factory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it was some other mic that was just another mic, then that mic would die down and then your mic would die down at the same time. But it's Laugh Factory, so people are always going to be going there and then going down the street.
Yeah, it's great. It worked out perfectly. It's like
that is so convenient.
Infinite people glitch. It's really good.
Because mics, it really is a problem during summer. You'll see a mic that has the list capping out, being like 25 people. That'll turn into 8 people during the middle of summer. Just what it is.
Be brutal.
Yeah. And it's not anybody's fault.
Yeah, it's nobody's fault.
What I've learned is that's why I'm doing the Cash Bash show, and I'm trying to think of something else along those lines. By the time this podcast comes out about a month from now, but that's before the next Cash Bash. We just did the Midsummer Cash Bash. Next one is the Halloween Cash Bash. Date TBA, to be announced.
Okay.
We're going to figure out that date probably right before Halloween. Obviously, everybody wear a costume. Obviously, that's going to be the fun part. But we're also, the fun thing about the Cash Bash, I think what makes it perfect is the trick of every show. What's unique about this show? What makes people want to come? We're going to give you money. Yeah. One random person wins at the end. We're giving away $100.
That's nice.
The last Midsummer Cash Bash I did years ago, before the one we just did, I gave away $200, and there was 3 winners. So 2 $50 winners, 1 $100 winner. All we need is one special sponsor, and then we can do that again. Yeah. So that's really because that's what I did last time. Just get people to sponsor, and then you can go buck wild.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is about prizes, because I'm thinking if the show is we're giving away money, now, not only that, you give away money, you do a game show. So my friend Tim Perez, he does a thing called Guerrilla Taco Party. That's his production company where he puts together shows, just kind of guerrilla shows where it's just kind of thrown together. The whole thing is kind of supposed to feel DIY. So Guerrilla Taco Party is the name. And then, so we do Who Wants to Be a Gorillionaire based on that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then also we did The Price I. And so Who Wants to Be a Gorillionaire is at the beginning, and that's how you just have a couple random people. Everybody's name is in a hat. You pull numbers out of the hat, and the numbers correspond with their names, which they wrote when they came in, right? So then a random person comes on stage. You are contestant number 1. Okay. And you got somebody doing sound effects. It's Who Wants to Be a Gorillionaire. Yeah. They have to get 2 out of the 3 questions right, and they move on to the mid-show game. Yeah. And then they get the golden ticket. We have golden tickets we give them, right? And they're contestants that are going to move on in the middle of the show. Yeah. And in my mind, it's adding continuity. It's including the audience. Everybody's having fun right away. And also, it's an actual game. You do have to get them right. We have lifelines. Got lifelines. Got to have those. We print out a little piece of paper, the lifelines. Yeah. And then in the middle of Price I, we've got 3 different things. So we got 2. I think I had a protein bar and then juice, and then I had a baby Yoda that was from a thrift shop, and then I also had an assembly of other things. Okay. And so the 3 contestants from the beginning of the show come back up in the mid-show game, and now they have to guess the price of these 3 items without going over. And if they guess the price right, they get the items. And then the person who did the 3rd one, and then we were giving away tickets throughout the whole show. We gave away tickets. What? The whole idea is just to give shit away the whole time and then give money away at the end.
That's nice.
And I'm thinking, how would people not want to go to that?
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Everybody wants to free stuff. Free stuff.
Like free stuff.
Free stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is gets bigger and bigger and better. I'm like Mr. Beast. I'm giving away a Tesla 3 years from now. That's what I'm hoping for.
That'd be nice.
Because I'm thinking like a local business, like somebody wants to give away a free tattoo.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
Someone wins a free tattoo from a fucking comedy show. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
So like that's my vision. It's just to bigger and better and keep doing that. And that's a gift that keeps on giving. I'm trying to think of a better idea. I can't think of something else.
That's really good.
Because the trick always is, how do you get people to actually want to go? And that, to me, that's a no-brainer. Like if you're telling people they can win money, they're going to win prize, and also you're going to get comedy and music along the way. Yeah. Someone warned me. They were like, you got to be careful, because they did radio, and they're like, you got to be careful with like radio type people. And I think it's because he does radio, because I don't think we got those people this time, but it is something you would have to look out for if you're branding it as a giveaway. People who do radio giveaways, they don't like if you string them along for 3.5, 4 hours, because they're waiting for their money. It's like, am I going to win the money or not? I don't want to be here forever.
Yeah, they're not going to laugh. They're not going to be ready to laugh.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the only thing I'm scared about looking forward, because that is a risk. That was good advice that he gave me, but none of that this time around. we'll see. I think it's all about the vibe you establish. I think the game show element helps a lot.
I think so too.
I was so happy with how the game show thing went because I wasn't sure if that was going to work. And oh my God, you're literally just pulling random people. You're just pulling random ass people up. So, and I think you can't always get away with that. You know, you can't always get audience members to work with it. But if it's a game show, usually it's fine. I think. You know, I don't know. You got any shows you just produced the mic. You haven't produced any. You've done shows, yeah?
Yeah, we did. We're doing monthly shows. We stopped for the summer. But we were doing monthly shows in the back room at Murphys. We might start that back up. We have a pop-up wine show at Bottles Up on October 18th. We have not promoted that at all. But that's gonna be a really fun show. We're kind of finalizing everything, but October 18th, Bottles Up, which is right across the street from the Laugh Factory. It's gonna be a wine store. We're gonna have wine paired with comedians, like based on their comedic style, which was the idea of the wine shop. They've done that with another show. She likes doing collaborations, so that's like kind of their thing. Because they did that with another show where they paired the wine. So I just want to be very clear.
What was the other show? Do you know?
Oh, it was a wigs show. If you know wigs.
Oh.
Yeah, super funny show. Everyone wears wigs, but they also did the thing.
They don't do comedy and caviar there, no. Because Claire does wigs, and Claire also is a producer of comedy and caviar. Oh. So I was wondering if those. I don't know.
They're friends though. The owner, she was talking about Claire. They seem to be. They're really close. But we're gonna do a show there. It's gonna be really fun. And then the 25th of September, I think I'm at Comedyplex with Stephen Bear's show. September 12th, Tommy Saxton and a handful of other talented producers run something at Uptown Tap Room every second Friday. I'll be there. And then we're doing something at the Den in November, but that is top secret.
Top secret.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but we'll be producing a lot this fall, so I'm excited.
Interesting. Interesting. That's fun. Top secret. Is it a good idea? You excited for it?
We're really excited. We've got a lot of irons in the fire for that. It's going to be me and a couple other comics putting something together. So.
It's your first time doing anything at the Den, yeah?
Producing anything at the Den, yeah. I've done like two independent shows at the Den, which were both really fun. Shout out to Comedy You Deserve, and shout out to Jim Balderson. Shout out to Mike Bergeron for Laugh After Death.
Yes.
Super fun.
The Den is a cool. What is the capacity in there?
I think that room is maybe it's either like 150 or 50 or 100.
Because the roast battle just went there. Yeah. I know.
Not the main stage. We're doing 2A.
Oh, they have two stages. I haven't been there.
They
have
a smaller. Two stages? Yeah, they have an upstairs one too. Oh. Yeah, the main stage is way more than 150. That's a lot of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's probably a bitch and a half to rent out. We got 2A.
Oh.
I think it's 50 to 60 to 70 people in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never run on main stage. Hell no.
50 to 60 though, that's not bad.
Oh yeah.
50 to 60 is...
It's a great show.
For comedy, you don't really need something crazy. You need more than
15 people. 15 attentive people in a small room is plenty.
Yeah, like, unless you have real faith in this and it's something you've probably done before, I don't even think you should be going for giant rooms. Yeah. Especially with comedy shows.
Yeah, I think the 50 to 60 is going to be perfect.
Yeah, like if you're just trying to establish it, that's always the way. Because then... Like, even if you have a turnout of 30, you filled up half the room.
Yeah, and it feels great.
Yep. Yeah. Say you had the 100-person room, you had 30 people, and now it feels like the room's empty.
No. So
you don't want that. Yeah. If you could fill up the 100-person room,
we would do that.
Yeah.
But
and I think shows are... I mean, I always look at it as an experiment. Any show you're trying to you're just trying to throw darts at a wall and hope to God that it works. No show is the best show. No show is the perfect show. Yeah. It's always like, okay, that worked. What worked about that? And like, that was a good experiment for the next one. And again, especially with comedy, especially with, I mean, there's a lot of themed comedy shows too. If you're producing comedy shows, it's always how are we going to make this one? You could do a showcase, of course.
Yeah, we did a Christmas one, which was really fun. Ooh. Nick dressed up like Elf on the Shelf. Unbelievably good. Yeah.
Did he have elf overalls?
Yep, he had everything, dude. He was... Oh, no, they didn't have elf overalls, but he had the whole thing. It was unbelievable. The pictures from that are great.
Nice.
Yeah, we had like Santa's sack, and we just gave away a couple things like as presents, and there was like a hot dog. It was just weird. It was fun.
I've seen pictures of this hot dog. Those hot dog costumes are fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out my hot dogs. Shout out my hot dogs. Shout out my elves.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized the movie Elf was 2003.
2003?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't
really
that
old.
crazy?
That was like 2007 at
That's
least.
That's what I thought.
Oh, that's wild.
Jamie, look that up. I'm going to look it up right now because...
Jamie?
I really did wish I had a person who could just type things in and look them up for me every now and then. Please, dear God, that would be so great.
I think you're right on 2003, though.
Yeah. Anybody want to contribute to that Patreon? We'll look things up so much faster. I'll never look at my phone again.
Oh, yeah.
Elf, 2003. I was
wow.
right. Yep. But I just heard that the other day, and I was like, what? 2003?
2 years after 9/11?
Yeah.
Seems a little soon, no?
Yeah. Right. All the deleted scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, because you went to New York.
It had to be produced right out. Either it was... Yeah, it had to be written before, because movies aren't just like a 2-year process.
Yeah.
It had to be written before at least. Yeah, maybe he worked in the Twin Towers originally, you know?
Oh, my God.
Maybe there was something crazy, some shenanigans in the Twin Towers.
That's crazy.
Man, 9/11 really ruined movies. 9/11 ruined all kinds of things. It ruined movies. And what did I say it ruined earlier? It ruined...
architecture that I'm building.
Architecture. Ruined movies and architecture. What else
Twin
did
Towers were ugly,
9/11
though.
also ruined just air flight in general. Just anybody getting on a plane.
The invention of TSA.
Fucking sucks now. Yeah.
The excuse of terrorism is like overreach. Edward Snowden.
Yeah. Shout out Edward Snowden. Shout out 9/11. That's a good one. That's a good one because they did use 9/11 for that, didn't they?
Fear to justify lack of privacy or something.
Yep. And that was only in like 2008 or 9 that Edward Snowden comes around. Like he was, it was right around then. And there's a movie about him like 3 years later as he's
hiding in Russia. Yeah, insane. Wild.
Yeah. I didn't even watch the movie because I'm like, I can't watch that.
Good movie.
Is it good?
Makes you paranoid, but it's a good movie.
All right. I like the actor.
Gordon Joseph Levitt?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That's him.
I like him.
He's great. And Inception, Christopher Nolan. Those are movies I've been trying to watch.
Just watched that like 2 or 3 months ago.
Inception?
Yeah.
Good movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Christopher Nolan, I just watched Tenet. So if you thought Inception was a mindfuck, Tenet's even more of a mindfuck.
Doesn't it take place on a train? No.
Which one of his movies does take place on a train?
I could be totally wrong.
I think one of them might, but no, it's not that one. But yeah. So in Inception, I don't even think it's that hard to understand.
No, it's a pretty simple concept.
Yeah. Like it does some fun things, but it's not like I can't follow this. I remember seeing it when I was younger. I think I saw it in theaters, and I was thinking that's not that confusing.
Yeah, and you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but Tenet, that movie is fucking. I mean, like it's a smart movie, but also it's like it's almost a bit much. Like it's been described as like Christopher Nolan making a movie if he can get away with whatever he wants. Like if he can just get away with doing as much as he wants with that whole time concept and like because the whole movie is, to put it in short, there's a way that there are these items and these people moving backwards through time. And so the whole movie, you're wondering how these things are moving backwards through time rather than forwards. And then, of course, that's all. And Christopher Nolan does almost everything practically, so it's all practical effects. So that's what it is. You're watching people do things in like there's a fight scene in the movie where someone's moving backwards and someone's moving forwards.
Oh shit!
So just imagine doing the choreography for something like that.
Oh, so like the things are like events, or it's like a pickle.
Well, okay, so there's a gun, and like there's bullet holes that you see in a spot, and you see smoke slowly leaking back into the bullet hole.
Okay.
And what that means is that this bullet hasn't been shot yet, as in we're going backwards through time.
Okay.
Because we're moving forwards through time.
Yeah.
I'm entering a room, and there's a bullet hole in the wall, but the smoke is going back into the hole, which means this bullet is about to get shot.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like shit
Get
like
out of the
that
way.
is how the script works in the movie. And you just have to learn to think that way to understand the movie. And it just gets more and more confusing from there.
That sounds really good.
It's a good movie. And again, like being practical effects and all that, it's cool watching it just if you're like a movie nerd and you like thinking, oh, how did they even film that? Because it's kind of confusing. Like, how would they have filmed that? How do you write that? How do you film that? the whole thing's written by Christopher Nolan. That's the other thing. I think he wrote Inception too.
I think so.
I mean, like him and James Cameron are like two of those like lunatics, like just crazy people that make amazing things.
Yeah.
Like James Cameron literally went to the bottom of the ocean before anybody else.
Yeah, for the Titanic stuff. Yeah. He's a freak. I learned about that through South Park too, by the way. I learned about that because of South Park.
And he also directed all the Avatar movies and the Titanic. And it's like, what?
Freak.
It's just one of those things. It's one of those people that just does shit like that. So, and it's all partially because he wanted to be able to film that type of thing and make it look real and understand what that would all be. Like literally just to understand it. So, yeah, that stuff blows my mind. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Directing movies, acting in movies. I think I'll just stick to what I do best. I'm not going to be a comedian. I'm not going to. Maybe if someone asked me to be in a movie, I'll be in a movie, actually. If you would you take an acting role?
Yeah, I've done like sketches.
Yeah,
I've done a couple sketches. Those are fun.
Or if someone said like, I'm doing a short film.
Of course, yeah, I would do anything. I will do anything.
Yeah, I'm
just to see what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, anything?
But within reason, you know, but like... I've done a small handful of sketches where like I had to memorize lines and stuff, and like someone was like directing me, and it was just really cool. It was like, oh, like read it more like this, like play up the exact line from, I won't say who was directing because it's not out yet, but it was like lib it up with your words, like, and I was like, and he's like, oh, talk more like this, and oh, it's just so good, and we're helping people. Like that was like the direction that I got. It was like lib it up.
Yeah.
And I lived it the fuck up. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably half of the trick is just like the direction. I mean, and getting people in the right. That's why you see directors work with the same actors. That's why it always is that way. Because it's like, I really think there's something to that, to like getting people comfortable and getting people to be able. I mean, it's why bad movies are bad movies. It's why things go badly. It's like you just did the whole thing wrong. Like everything was bad from the start. You just have to get people in the right place. Yeah. I mean, I like to think in a way everything's hypnotic. Everything's hypnosis. It's again like tricking people into just like going along with things. You have to find a way to do it. Because if you don't, it's bad.
It's really obvious.
It's bad. Like you get bad acting. You get the worst acting.
Isn't it the worst when you're watching a movie and you're like, you're watching a movie?
Yeah.
Like you just know it's just two people acting in a scene.
And some people are notorious for not being able to act, and then every now and then they'll have a great movie.
Who comes to mind when you think of that?
I mean, people think Adam Sandler can't act, but then there's a couple. There's Punch Drunk Love and
Hidden Gems.
Uncut Gems. Those two movies. You haven't seen either of them?
No, I just couldn't remember the name if it was Uncut or Hidden.
But have you seen it?
I've seen Uncut Gems. Yeah, it was good.
So good. And the reason Uncut Gems exists is because Punch Drunk Love.
I've never seen Punch Drunk Love.
Paul Thomas Anderson. That's the director of that movie. Probably my favorite director. And that movie's 2000, same year as Elf, I think, 2003. And brother, like that movie proves Adam Sandler is fantastic as long as there's a great director at the helm of the project. There's one more good Adam Sandler movie that's not as well known called The Meyerowitz Stories. It's got Ben Stiller in it too, and they play two brothers and there's someone else. It's a really good like family drama movie that takes itself seriously enough and you believe in the characters that they are. So like Adam Sandler's a good actor in the movie. You believe him. Yeah. So those three movies are probably the best example. Oh, The Wedding Singer. I still haven't seen that. But everybody always says that that's a great Adam Sandler movie, and he sings great. He acts. That's where the movie where he sings, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's not a bad singer." So he's one of those that comes to mind because he does all these comedy movies that's just for fun. And everyone thinks that he just kind of is this idiot.
Just fucking around.
They're judging him. Yeah. And they don't realize he's actually really talented. Yeah. He's just fucking around because he can. Like he's living
company.
the dream.
It's his production company. It's Happy Madison.
That's the best thing ever. If you could just make whatever bullshit you wanted.
All his friends in there
you don't even care if people like it or not. You just make it anyway.
It's for you. It's literally you're making it for you and your friends.
Yeah, I think the way he dresses, I think he's
love the way he dresses. I love the way he dresses.
Yeah. Like I wear basketball shorts all the time, and part of what I think is like, it doesn't even matter if people are thinking, why is he wearing basketball shorts? That's what Adam Sandler does.
Yeah.
I could just be like Adam Sandler. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter. Just like I could wear a jumpsuit every day, and it wouldn't even really
Not
matter.
at all.
People would probably be like, "Oh, you're the guy who wears the jumpsuit."
That's the jumpsuit guy.
You're jumpsuit guy. So Yeah, Adam Sandler's the one that comes to mind. I don't know. It's hard to come up with another actor that's like notoriously bad with one good movie. He's like the one that really pops in my. There's definitely more.
Yeah.
There's so more.
People hated on Hayden Christensen for Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
I didn't even know about that until like they brought it back into theaters and like, oh, finally, like this movie, he's getting the love he deserves for the role. I'm like, oh, what happened?
Well, yeah, part of the problem is they were all directed by George Lucas.
Yeah.
And you can see Harrison Ford like in interviews after the original Star Wars. I think Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill, they're both saying it, where they're like, George Lucas is giving them dialogue and they're telling George Lucas, George, this is something that no human would ever say.
Really?
Like, no person would ever say this.
Oh,
like
weird.
he writes like a novelist. He writes like someone writing a book. But if you're trying to read it as dialogue in a movie, and that's a big problem with the prequels, is some of the dialogue is just so bad.
Yeah.
And it's because everything's him. It's not. There was less of a filter in the prequels than there was in the original films. It was
because you had to prove
more.
something for like 4, 5, and 6, but then 1 through 3, like, oh, he's made gold.
Yeah.
And then he makes something like fucking Jar Jar Binks.
I think the prequels, it's good that they aged
I
well.
love them.
But
I think
there
they're
is
so fun.
still bad elements
They're
to the
slow.
prequels. Yeah.
I
I don't like the way that they're paced.
Yeah.
I do think that they're fun though. I think the third movie does justify
the third is
a lot.
great. The third movie I think is my favorite.
It's ahead of its time because if you think about it, that's pre-Avengers, pre all this serial storytelling and film. Well, just that Avengers and all these superhero movies, they took serial storytelling where it's you have all of this stuff that you're watching in a show and you're expected to know all the information, and now you're watching
something before.
Yeah, now you have to have seen all of it. Like the first shows to ever do that were the ones in the 90s, like these HBO shows, like The Wire and Sopranos and all that. Those were the first ones that really expected. I think Twin Peaks was one of the first ones. It wasn't really a thing. So for that...
I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, for Star Wars to do that was kind of a big deal even, because movie sequels just kind of suck. Like most movie sequels have kind of sucked. It's crazy that Star Wars has lived on as long as it has. I mean, I think it's a shell of its former self.
I haven't seen anything past the...
Oh, the prequels are the last time. The prequels are great.
Good. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like The Force Awakens, I think I watched a little bit, but...
I watched one of the new movies, like just the first one. I watched episode 7, and I don't know if it's because I watched everything in succession. Like I watched films 4 through 6, and then 1 through 3, and then I watched the new one, right?
Yeah.
But oh my God, I couldn't believe that people actually even liked it when it came out. Like I was looking at the reviews, and it was like, oh, this was... I think it was just people were blind because they had all
so
this...
excited.
Oh, Star Wars is coming back. It's been
nostalgia.
10 years, 15 years,
nostalgia.
Whatever. That movie is trash. Yeah. And then the other 2 movies are even worse.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch them. I just watched everything surrounding them, and I watched the recaps. I refused to watch them because I hated the first movie that much.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that any of this holds up. There's a line in the last one, I don't know if you watched them, somehow Palpatine has returned.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
It's
a notorious line.
That makes me like really upset.
Because that's, in the context of the movie.
Thrown. He was being zapped by himself. He got thrown. You saw the explosion.
The end of the original trilogy
is him dying.
Yes.
And then,
so to take that and
you.
then
fuck you, dude.
and it's purely just because they don't care. They don't want to create a new villain. They don't have the creativity to do so.
Yeah, Kylo Ren was okay, I guess, but.
I think even that though they flopped and they didn't really know what to do with the character, because part of it too is they didn't have a whole storyline going into the whole thing. They just they let one director do it, and then they let another director fuck up everything that the first director had going, and then the third movie is the first director trying to fix the problems that the second director introduced. It's just so jumbled and bad.
Yeah.
And you would think a franchise like Star Wars, where everything was kind of planned from the start in this way, wouldn't do that. It's so mind-blowing that they fumbled it so bad. And not only that, after the first one came out, that was right when 2 of the main actors passed away.
Yeah.
The girl who plays Princess Leia passed away right after the first one.
Carrie Fisher.
You had her. You had the chance. And then you just made this shit movie.
Yeah.
Also, a big complaint people had, you never had Luke and Han And Luke and Han and Princess Leia, you never see all three of them together again in that movie.
Really?
That was your chance. That was the one time you had the chance to throw them all together and it's good old times again. Nope. Instead, at the very end, plot twist. Luke Skywalker's on an island.
Yeah, who cares?
I
can tell you're really passionate about this.
It stresses me out, dude. Because how do you? It's again, I care about like storytelling, like that's what matters to me. And so if you have such a good thing, like my whole thing about all this stuff, they keep bringing back these franchises. Just have fans of these franchises make this.
Yeah.
Stop having fucking studio executives and these random people who think people just want to see Jack Black and Jason Momoa in a movie. Stop having that person write the script.
Yeah.
And start having a guy who's loved Minecraft since he was like 10 and he's always wanted to make the Minecraft movie. Have that guy write the movie. Don't have this random guy who's never really played it. He's just started playing it to research the movie. That's what it always is. All these movies always suck and all these shows always
Jack
suck.
Black didn't play fucking Minecraft?
I don't know, but it's just I know for a fact that movie is not a Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
That movie is a Jack Black, Jason Momoa. They all say they played Minecraft. If you watch them in interviews, they say they play Minecraft. But did you? I don't know. You know who I think did actually play the game? The Fallout show was good from what I hear. I haven't watched it. From what I hear, that was actually show accurate. It was all good. I think shows are different. Shows do nail it way more than movies. I just absolutely hate that now we're doing video game movies and now we're ruining those too. Borderlands was terrible.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Not good.
Super Mario movie? Oh, so Super Mario movie could be good, but why the fuck do we have to have Chris Pratt and fucking all these famous actors?
Yeah.
Why can't we just do a movie cast that's all the voice actors from the games and be like true?
They're probably pretty hard on the eyes.
What's that?
The voice actors, those characters, like the original ones, probably pretty hard on the eyes.
Oh yeah,
They're probably not very good actors.
But it's not live action though.
I didn't see it.
Oh, well, there you go. Because like the Mario movie,
oh, it's just animated. I see. Who cares if they're ugly? You don't even see them. Okay, I see. Yes.
It ticked me off because they did a whole cast announcement, and I just knew before I even clicked that video. I'm like, oh my god, Chris Pratt as Mario, dude! And he didn't even do Mario. He did Chris Pratt. He didn't do Mario.
Oh, he didn't do the voice. That pissed me off.
This is the stuff that drives me insane.
Yeah.
It's like this is modern. Like if you're gonna adapt an IP, a game that everyone's played and they love, then why not make it like the game?
I don't know, dude. Oh, it's frustrating.
It makes me just want to go insane because it's just like sequels. It's just like Jaws. I just watched Jurassic Park. I mentioned that. That movie, I watched it. It's the same guy who made Jaws, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
As I'm watching it, I'm thinking, this is just like Jaws. The first movie's a masterpiece. And every single sequel just has to suck. Because there's no way.
Yeah.
It's not another Steven Spielberg movie. It's just a bunch of people who took that great thing, and then they wanted to make more money, and so they made Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World,
dog shit,
Jurassic World Dominion,
bad,
Jurassic World Rebirth.
You know what I've heard, like a big reason for why they're just kind of remaking everything, and obviously there's a lot of factors, but one, it's like obviously people aren't going to the movies as much.
Oh, of course,
so like they have to have something that's like guaranteed to make money. But then something I'd never thought about until I heard someone else say it is DVDs. Because instead they sell the rights to the movie to like a streaming service instead of being able to rely on DVD sales after the movie releases to kind of resupplement the funding, like to build back into the budget. You know what I mean? Like they would, like their projected earnings before they made the movie. It's like, okay, box office, we'll maybe do this, but then DVDs, you know, we can probably project we'll sell this many DVDs to like make up this amount of money that we might have missed in the box office.
Right.
But now they're just selling the rights to it to a streaming thing, which is a flat rate, so they can't take as big of a risk because they can't rely on other things like DVDs or even video games. which was interesting to me because people spend a lot of money on DVD. You had huge DVD collections. Like that was certainly not an insignificant amount of money to like be able to recoup after it maybe didn't do too great in the box office.
Right. I mean, it's albums too. I mean, that's why the music industry's gotten worse because it's streaming. It's the same exact problems.
Yeah.
You have these streaming services who just don't pay you that much per stream.
Oh, yeah.
And before, artists used to make money off of album sales. Now album sales is kind of an afterthought.
Yeah.
That's just like a fun thing to think about. What you really have is the streaming. Well, actually, streaming's not even a thing. It's more about merch sales and advertising and getting paid by venues. It's almost like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, the art itself isn't what's getting you the money.
Not anymore.
It's like the idea of it, like.
And that's crazy to think about with movies, because, I mean, there's a book I have around here. I used to have it sitting out, but I think I see it hiding back there. Writing Screenplays That Sell, and it's written right after the Karate Kid came out, because they're using Karate Kid as
the new one or the
old one,
okay.
And they're using it as an example of a screenplay that is combining an original thing with something that a studio would be interested in, and that half of what writing a screenplay is. For one thing you don't even realize when people write screenplays is it's not usually a passion project. It's like you have proven you can write an action-adventure screenplay, and then this studio hires you to write this script because they know that you can write that kind of script. It's not usually, I wrote this movie and I made this movie. Yeah. That's rarely the case. That's actually the miracle when that happens. It's more often than not, 90% of the time, oh, we need a guy who can write this kind of thing, and this is the guy for the job. And so you're proving that you can do that, and also you're trying to, if you are trying to sell a screenplay that you've written, you're trying to make something that a studio would actually want to put money into. Yeah. And that was a problem then when this book was written. In like the late 80s, early 90s. Can you imagine how different it is now? Just in like writing something a studio's going to put money into. You can make indie films and you can try to do that, but I think like, and I always think with comedy films, it's weird because what's going to happen? Are we going to have right now, where we're at right now as we record this is like, I think the only real things in the works with big name comedians in comedy films, like you saw in the 90s, like you saw in the 2000s. We don't really see that now. No. You see, I mean, Shane Gillis did Tires, so that's kind of a step in that direction. Yeah, I like that. I think Theo Von and who's Drill Bit? Not, I was gonna say Drill Bit Taylor.
Owen Wilson.
That's Owen Wilson, but it's not him. It's the guy. He had sex with his sister or his cousin in the movie. He's a redneck. Joe Dirt.
Oh, David Spade.
David Spade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his cousin.
Oh, they're doing a movie together?
Yeah, they're doing it. Theo Von and David Spade are doing a movie together.
Oh, great.
So that's a thing.
Hopeful.
And I want to say that Drewski did some fake trailer with Theo Von.
Yeah,
and
I heard about him talking about that.
And there was a thing that they're making the movie, but I don't think that any of those comedians are in the movie. Okay. So that was like fake news. I think that was fake news. I think what it actually is that it's Drewski's movie. Yeah. But the Theo Von thing's exciting. I just think that's all you need. I think you just need a bunch of big names to make actually good comedy movies, because that's how you get funding and studios to put money into comedy. Yeah. Because they're not doing it. It's just some comedy shows, it's specials, but it's never these movies you used to see where it's a whole just fun movie.
Did you see the movie Friendship? Tim Robinson's movie with A24?
I heard that was good. That's another step in the right direction.
Unbelievably good. Best comedy movie I've seen in forever. But do you know who? Oh fuck, I'm forgetting his name. Oh my god, it's someone that's in his show sometimes. He's kind of alternative, but they did a garage scene where they're like talking in the garage, and it was a pretty short scene in the movie. But then they've been slowly releasing, because they're just improving at each other the whole time, and they've been releasing like 10. They've released like 10 or multiple clips of this, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But they're just riffing back and forth, like being silly, and like they released a DVD with like I don't know where I'm going with this, but it was just amazing just watching.
There's a great clip from 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's the DVD like behind the scenes or something, and it's Paul Rudd again. And he's sitting next to Seth Rogen, and they're both like doing that fake controller thing. They're playing a video game, and they're just each calling each other. You know why I know you're gay? Because, and then they're each just doing that.
Oh, that's good.
You know why I know you're gay? Because this. You know why I know you're gay? Because this. You know, and they just go for like, it's literally 5 minutes of that, 3 minutes of that, and it's a great deleted scene. I think those are the best. Like just when you just tell two people to go and you get 10 minutes of that. There's a Tropic Thunder one that's really good like that too, where they're running through a scene, but you can see how much is improv. Because there's the script, but then there's all that shit they're throwing in as they run through the scene for 15 minutes. And that's Robert Downey Jr. in the classic blackface and Ben Stiller. This is on YouTube. You can find
Insane.
it. Yeah, it's like the best because you can see how much Robert Downey Jr. again is improvising in that role too. That's a lot of improv on his part.
Unbelievable. I still can't believe
role is legendary.
The role is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like the fact I don't even think you would do it now. I really don't think an actor would like.
People were pissed then. People were furious then too.
I don't think you can. I just don't think
you should. I don't think you should do. You shouldn't do that. They shouldn't have did it. I'm glad it worked. But
I think they were talking about Tropic Thunder too. I swear they said something about that. It's one of those movies. Good luck. I mean, Spaceballs, if you've ever seen that.
I've seen clips. I've seen parts of it.
They're saying Spaceballs 2 is coming back around.
Silly
It's
fun.
like bringing back all these really old comedies. Good luck.
Just do it
because
justice.
the comedy is very... Oh, you know what? Flaming Gun. That's not what it's... Smoking Gun. They just did... I haven't seen it, but everybody keeps saying they did the perfect. Everybody keeps saying they did it perfect.
I love that.
Yeah, have you seen it or
Is
not?
that like a Leslie Nielsen movie?
That's what all of the old ones were, and now it's Liam Neeson.
Really?
I think...
Is he fun? Is Liam Neeson funny?
I think that's the idea, is that you get somebody to play the straight man, and that's the whole movie, is him playing the straight man, and that's what makes it funny.
Okay, I love that.
Because that's what worked in all the older movies, is he's so oblivious, he doesn't even understand all this shit that's funny around him.
They're giving him the description of something. This is just stupid. They're giving him the description. Like, yeah, he was like a clean-cut white guy, had a mustache about 6%, awfully big mustache. This is so fucking dumb.
6 foot mustache.
Yeah, it's just like that kind of thing. I'm like, oh, this is so good.
And again, it's that if you deliver it like a joke, it's not funny.
Yeah, it's got to be like just deadpan, just awfully big mustache. Like, so good, so good.
So yeah, and everybody keeps saying that movie was great. I don't know if it's. I mean, when this comes out, it's probably not in theaters. But as we speak, I think it still is.
Oh shit! Okay.
And it's just called Smoking Gun. It's just the same title.
Cool.
Yeah, I wanted to see it when it was in theaters, but I'm a sucker, and I keep saying I want to see movies in theaters, and then I never actually go.
You never do.
Yeah, but that's one of them where it's, and again, comedy movies. Can we just make a fun movie? Can we just make a fun movie?
You should watch Friendship. That's exactly what that is.
All right.
Unbelievably good.
One I'll recommend to you is Blockers, if you didn't see that. It has John Cena. It has one guy who's in a bunch of movies, but I always forget his name. And then it has that girl who was in This Is 40. She was in Knocked Up. Leslie Manning? Leslie, I think her name is. I can't remember her name, but she's in a lot of comedy movies. And it's the three of them, and they're playing three people who it's their kids' prom night, and they're trying to make sure their kids don't have sex. So they're like tracking down their kids.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a great premise, and it's a great movie. I enjoyed it a lot. It reminded me of the earlier comedy movies that we used to have, where it's like, this is a kind of raunchy premise. It's kind of fun that they're even going that way and doing that, like Superbad, and also like rom-com almost, like dramedy. You almost lean into that by doing all
the characters. You love all the characters.
Yes, and it's a family drama, sort of. Like that's,
Superbad?
I meant Knocked Up. Did I say Superbad? I was thinking Knocked Up, but I probably said Superbad. But also this movie I was talking about, Blockers. They're both like that, where it's Superbad is, you could consider that a friendship drama, and
nice coming
and
of age,
growing up and coming of age. Yeah, it does all those things. Not so much family. Yeah, but
you do love
all those movies, I think having a heart, it's part of what makes them all work. You have to kind of still be believable. It's like a great anything. You have to. You can't just be completely wacky and off the rails. Yeah. Well, we've done this forever. We've done amazing things here. Yeah. I mean, do you have anything you wanted to mention? You think you didn't say?
I think we got it.
We did it.
We got it. Yeah, we did it.
Oscar got up, but he laid right back down.
Yeah, he did. He just got a little stretch.
I was keeping track. It was an hour 40 minutes. It was about an hour.
He's been here the whole time.
No.
Did he get up?
At an hour and 40 minutes, he stood up, he walked around, and then he laid back down again.
Okay.
But just because I was thinking when I said it to you the first time, it was about 40 minutes in, and I was thinking, let's see how long he makes it. I did not make a vocal note until now.
Sweet boy.
He's a very good boy, and honestly, I'm impressed because usually when he gets back up, He'll start licking a face. He'll jump up on the top there.
Yeah.
He makes scenes, this guy. And he didn't. Margot never tried to get back in the room. So let's just say you're like a Snow White. You're like an animal tamer. You're an animal whisperer.
I'll take it.
Let's just say that's what that was today.
Beautiful.
And what we always do at the end of this show is two things so important. Everybody spent all this time with us. So we have a final message for the children, the kids in the school bus that are listening to us right now.
Yes.
They're on their way home from school, and they know that you're a smart, sweaty guy. You're a guy with information and sweat dripping from your armpits.
Yep.
So if that's the case, you must have some life experience. That sweat has been through some things. It's seen some things. It's felt some things. It's dripped through some places, some crevices. It's felt some faces. It's been through competitors. I was trying to make that rhyme. Anyway, a message for the kids. And also the social medias where the people can find you. They spent all this time with you. They might as well spend some Will Cunnington content. Where do they find that on social media? Sir, the floor is yours.
Instagram is at Will_Cunnington, and that's Cunnington spelled just like Cunningham, but T-O-N instead of the ham. And then my message is be yourself. I spent a lot of my time as a kid like doing what I thought other people wanted me to do, and I wasn't very happy. And I think probably within the last 3 or 4 years have been the happiest years of my life, because I'm away from all the expectations of how I grew up, and I'm just by myself. No one's pushing me to do any of the things that I'm doing right now, and it's purely out of love. So the earlier you can find that, the more you can get into your passion, and the happier you will be.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And we are all, I'm not wearing the t-shirt right now, but we're all professional mind blowers. We got those t-shirts because I think that's part of life. I like to say that when I'm talking about those shirts. I think everybody's a professional mind blower. I think you are too. It's just a matter of how. It's just a matter of figuring that out. Because for some people, the way that you blow minds, it's as simple as getting up and surviving. You might be a mind-blowing survivor. You might be a runner. You might be a diver. You might be someone who's dripping with saliva. You might be a parent. You might be the best mother in the world. You might be a mind-blower for that little kid. You might be a mind... You never know. That's the beautiful thing. You don't even know whose mind you're blowing. So truly, I think a lot of life is simply that. Finding the thing, believing in yourself, not caring so much. I think... I truly... I think one thing I like to say is there is a beauty in being exclusive, in being exclusive, in being totally yourself and not listening to anything else and not listening to everything. Yeah, of course, be inclusive, listen to people and accept people, but also be exclusive. Literally just be your own individual thing. And the only way that's possible is by just completely ignoring everyone else and believing in yourself. It sounds impossible. And you might end up being a lunatic, but it's the only way. It's literally the only one. It's the key to success and the key to madness. So the question, what was I going to say? Oh, so the opportunity is yours. The question lies in your lap. It's beautiful that you're on this school bus, but eventually you got to get off, boys and girls. Hope you had a good time here on Ruse Radio. Clocking out.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock. Missed the whole time, holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle, wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character that's calm and collect. It's apparent his caricature is lost in the